Here are the stats from the backtesting session. We had a $16,000 in profits in 1 month, risking $400 trade max. Win percentage 56%, so right in line with what I usually do. 3.92 profit factor is very good, and then 3.03 average win to loss, which means a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, perfectly what I normally aim for. Max drawdown was negative 668, and then as you can see, when they had 2 red days, you know, the win percentage isn't sexy, but you know what is sexy? Our P&L curve, right? So you don't need a very high win rate. If we look up, let's look up 56% win rate, 56% win rates, 1 to 3 risk to reward EV calculator. As you can see, our expected EV is 1.24, and expected EV for a 99% win rate with the 1-to-1 is only 0.99, so our EV is much better. The stats were killer. I'm gonna let you guys watch this whole back testing session. I have one cut right in the middle of January because I went to go get some food, get some coffee, and didn't come back because it's like a 5-6 hour back testing session I just did for you guys. So this is just the credibility. I just want to show you guys what the BBR strategy produces, and this is exactly what it produces. Just for fun, I'll show you guys. Obviously, this session wasn't recorded, but this is what I did back in August. Well, I back tested August. I did this like a month ago. You can see I had 3 losses on this backtesting session. My average win rate was 55%, and then my risk reward was 1 to 3. So just about the same EV, much better than a 1-to-1 win rate strategy. Even if you're winning, 95+% of the time, this strategy is still better. So you don't need a high win rate as long as you keep your risk reward high, and that's what we do with the BBR strategy. So one last look. These are the stats that I just produced for you guys in real time. I went to January 2025 and I back tested in real time for you guys to watch. 0 cuts except for that one. And then I had another cut because I was on the phone with my boy. Actually, I'm not even going to cut that out. I'm just going to mute what I'm saying. It's private. But I won't even cut it. So that way you guys know this is real. This is what the strategy produces. And if you want to see this and you want to live trade with me, feel free to click that link down below. And you can live trade with me for absolutely free. I do it for free. I don't charge you guys to live trade. Now, to see the full breakdown of my strategy, that's a different story because that's intellectual property. But to live trade with me, I do it for free every single day in my Discord. Just click that link below and enjoy the backtesting session. Peace.
What's up, guys? So as you can see here, I started a new session backtesting on TradeZilla, the BBR strategy, which combines ICT, supply and demand. You guys already know, bounces, breakouts, rejects only, ICT for confirmation, supply and demand for the macro picture. We're only going to be trading NQ and ES, whichever one gives a better opportunity at the time. You see the 4 setups that we can take: a supply, reject, demand, bounce, break and retest long or short. That's it. And we're going to start on January 2025. I'm going to do the whole entire year. This video is just going to be January of 2025. That's it. I'm going to start with $50,000. I'm going to risk $400 a trade. And yeah, let's create this session and let's get started. So as always, I always use 4 charts at once. I want to look at the 5 minute and the 1 minute of both NQ and ES. And we simply start every morning, just like always. Starts me on Wednesday. Oh, okay, I see. Let's go to New York session. Alright, fuck it. We're going to skip January 1st. I don't think there was a trading day. There was. Whatever. We're skipping January 1st. We're going to start. I always start every trading day right before New York session. And I mark my key levels out, which would simply be London highs, London lows, and previous day highs, previous day lows. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do this every single start of session. So that's why my back testing takes a while, because my analysis is pure. I don't just go candle to candle every day. Every morning I have to mark my key levels out before I get started, so it takes me a little while to back test. That's why I'm only doing 1 month at a time in these videos here. But 3 a.m. is London open, so we're going to take this low here. We're going to mark this out, mark it London lows. Actually, let me change my candles real quick. This will be the only cut in the video. Let me change my candles. Alright, so I changed my colors there. This is normally what I trade with, not that black screen. I recently changed this, actually. I don't like trading with green and red candles. It's a little more like a subconscious thing. But, so I changed that, and then I marked my key levels out. This is going to take forever, so I'm going to skip past marking these levels. But I'll show you guys exactly where I got them from and how I mark my key levels every single morning. Because I have to stop, pause at 9:20 every single backtesting day of this session, it's gonna make this video so long. So I'm just gonna skip over that, but I'll show you guys where I got these levels from and what levels I typically mark and don't mark depending on the situation. So for example, always I have London highs, London lows, previous day high, previous day low. If I do not have a previous day high or low, that is because it's in between London high or low. What do I mean by that? Well, for example, on this day, the previous day high was like right here, which is underneath London highs, which is in between London highs and lows, and that means London session took out that liquidity from New York session already from the previous day, so I do not care for that previous day high or low anymore. By the way, when I say previous day high, previous day low, I'm referring to previous day high, previous day low from New York session. I only care about New York session. And then as you can see, I do not have Asia high or low marked. I do not give a shit about Asia because, okay, pause. I don't care about Asia session because there's 4 different exchanges that open and close in 4 different times and in 4 different time zones as well. So I really do not care about Asia session. There's no clear liquidity pool as far as open and close. So I simply do not mark it. The only reason I'll have Asia high or low marked if it's something like this. So we came down and we made a clear pivot low, and this happened to be Asia session. But notice I don't say like Asia low here. I just put draw on liquidity because that's the key pivot. If Asia low is right here, I wouldn't even have this level marked out at all, right? Because you have Shanghai, Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Singapore exchanges all in Asia, all open and close at different times, different time zones. So there's no clear open and close for Asia. So I don't care to mark it. London session, however, you have London Stock Exchange opens at 8 a.m., closes at 4 p.m. For us, that's 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's very clear. So I mark my London high and low. That's referring to 3 a.m. to 9:30 open. So that's that. And then I marked my draw on liquidity. So you guys should know these. It's very simple. Just mark your key highs and lows. We have a high, we have a low right here. We have a high right here. We have a high right here. Those will be my draws on liquidities for targets outside of previous day high, previous day low, London highs, and London lows. So that's what I did. I'll show you guys those, but I'm going to skip past making those because it takes like 5 minutes. And 5 minutes times 30 days, really going to make this video a lot longer. So you guys know where I get it from. I'm going to do that every session. So those will be the only cuts in this video, will be me marking my key levels. And the only reason I'm doing that is because it's going to take forever. And I'm sure you guys don't want to sit through that boringness anyway, right? I also added EMAs. So I only use EMAs in well-established trends, uptrends or downtrends, and then I'll use volume every once in a while. It's kind of rare nowadays. I used to use it all the time, but don't really use it too much anymore. EMAs, definitely in well-established trends, I will use EMAs. Okay, so let's just watch what happens here off open. Remember, I do not have a bias going into the day. I simply read price action around key levels. So let's see if we get either a bounce, a breakout, bounce, or a reject, which is my strategy, right? Very simple. Market is open here. Okay, we are below. We just took London lows on NQ. We have not yet taken on ES. So there's 2 scenarios I'll be watching here. If we get a 5-minute close below London lows, I will take the retest to go short. We need the 5-minute close on both ES and NQ though. Or we take this London low on ES as well, and we start showing confirmation to long on NQ and ES, right? So if we take these levels on both and we get confirmation along, that is a simple liquidity sweep, and we are taking that long. So let's see what happens here. Okay, that is our 5-minute closer right there. We're going to look for a retest to go short at London lows. Target is previous day low. We cannot hit this draw. In order to go short at London lows, we have to leave this previous day low draw down here. We might just hit it. I mean, this is just a dump off open. Yeah, okay. So no, we're not going to take this retest short, but we could take a retest long. Or, sorry, a reclaim long. We just need to see an inverse of some sort. Let's continue to watch this here. I'm on the 15-minute chart. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Okay. This is very interesting here. We have ES and NQ now reclaiming London lows. If we inverse this, we're going to go long here. Target's going to be London highs. This 1 minute FEG. If we inverse this and reclaim at the same time, we're going to go long. We also have a nice 1 minute to the downside. So we still open to shorts here if we get that confirmation. If we inverse this one, we still have this DOL down here. So that's solid. And then ES left, both DOLs down there. But this long looks very nice. So let's see if we can inverse this one. Okay, very next candle, we inverse. So let's take our long here. We're going to risk about $400 a trade. As you guys know, this is going to be the first trade. Stop loss is going to be below there. Our break even really should be at session highs, but it's so close. I don't want to get wicked out, you know. So break even is going to be at this high right here. That's going to be our break even. And let me put this center. All right, very nice. This is like a 3-to-1 R trade. We'll pull that up as well. Yep, about a 3-to-1 on the penny. So let's see what happens here. Let's put our TP up here. It's the first trade of the backtesting session. I don't know why my fucking chart's glitching like that. All right, let's let this play out. Okay, it's a very quick break even. Let's see. See, you can already tell. Look, basic price action, right? I'm gonna predict where this is gonna go. basic price action just on these last few candles, there's a high probability that I get stopped out here, or get hit break even here. Let's pull this up to break even, by the way. Reason being is we leave this whole leg with no retracement, which, okay, that doesn't mean we cannot continue, but this is pretty much a free trade for us because I am 90% confident after we inverse that one and after we reclaim London lows that we're at least hitting this high right here, which means it will go break even and it's a risk-free trade. Now, if we continue to push up, we make hella money. If not, then we get hit break even. So I like these kind of risk-free trades, and even though I think there might be a high probability there will be a pullback, I know we're at least gonna hit this high, so we'll at least go break even. Does that make sense to you guys? Right? So it's a risk-free trade essentially. Not always, anything can happen in the market, but based on my analysis, we're at least going to go break even on this trade. And if it continues with this momentum, then that'll be very nice. But if not, we'll get hit break even. So, no risk on the table there anyways. Let's see what happens though. It could still go to TP. Yeah, we're going break even for sure. Oh. Now we're going break even. Don't let this trick you out, guys. That'd be nice to hit TP though, first trade. Yeah, there it is. Okay, break even. I figured you could see the momentum slow down. Look at this momentum slow down on 5 minute, right? It's very, very clear. Look how big and strong these 5 minute candles are, and the momentum just slows down very quickly, and we get an instant reversal, right? So probably no more trades this day. Let's see how we react to this London low. I might take another long here. If we can inverse one of these. Yeah, no, we're not gonna take any more trades. I don't like how we just dumped right off open. We didn't get that London low retest. Already hit our draw to the downside, and then reclaimed and didn't get that continuation before breaking back below. This day's a dud. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next day, because that's trash, right? All right, let's go next day open. Oh wait, no. Next day session open. Let me actually change this real quick to customize these settings. We're gonna go. Start of New York session is gonna be 9:30. There we go. So we'll go start of New York session, and then I'll go ahead and mark these key levels. You know what? I'm going to show you guys this one, how I mark it on this one, but then in the future, I'm going to cut these because it's just going to take way too long, right? So what ended up happening? Yesterday, we ended up dumping to our draw. Okay, so this major draw got taken out. That's very interesting. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we're in a very interesting spot here. These DOLs are gone. So based on the higher time frames, right? We always got to zoom out on higher time frames first. We took out a major daily low here. So slight bias to the upside, but this does not mean we continue higher. I want you guys to remember that. Slight bias because we took this low and we did run up a little bit, but we don't have like any major. We have a daily fair value gap up here. Might be a good draw. A weekly time frame. Yeah, that's all I see. So let's go into the hourly time frame, and we'll get our key levels. So this draw now goes a little bit lower. What's this candle low? 93.25, and this would be previous day low. So let me just pull up this volume to make sure that's in. Yeah, it's in New York session. And then we drag our London low down to this 3 a.m. low. Right, that's our 3 a.m. Yep, that's our low, 21.20825. And then we have our London high, which we're opening right at, so I most likely won't take a trade off this, but maybe. We'll see what the price action is. And then we have our session highs, which is right there. Previous day high, 404. So this is an example of previous day high and previous day low, both being marked out on my chart. Remember, the reason being is because it is outside of London highs and lows, so that's what we want to see to be able to mark them. And let's send them off to the right. Okay, DOL remains the same as before to the upside, which is this high. We have a little bit of trendline liquidity here, so that would be nice, this DOL. Right, and then we have this major daily fair value gap here, which is very nice. Let's just mark that out, daily FEG. And then we have our draw to the downside. Now, if we get below previous day low, I really don't have any key levels, so let's just find something here to target. If we do take a short below here, this low looks nice. Let's look at this daily chart. We also have this high back here. So this is where supply and demand comes into. Look at this. This high now turns to a perfect low, right? This is what happens when you're only trading ICT. You're not paying attention to supply and demand. You'll miss this. This is so clear. Look how very obvious this is. A recent resistance now turning into support, and if you combine that with ICT concepts like the simple, most basic liquidity sweep, you can see this balance. We're very likely to go higher today. This just gave me a lot of conviction for that. That doesn't mean we will, but my bias will definitely be long today because we swept this low and we retested the previous all-time highs. Now, if we do go short, this draw would be nice. 675 will be our draw to the downside there. So let's do the same for yes, and then let's start watching how the day went. See how long this process takes. So that's why I'm going to cut this out because this would just take too long. Take way too long. Remember, my win rate on average about 50%. Could be higher, could be lower depending on market conditions or based on my own discretionary what I do. And then my win rate usually is about, or my risk reward is usually about 3.2 on average. It might be a little higher, might be a little lower, of course. Just giving you guys averages here. So we never hit this DOL on ES. We're gonna leave that there. That's very interesting. So this is another example where we have SMT on ES and NQ on the daily time frame, which is pretty powerful. So I'm definitely looking for longs today. Like I said, doesn't mean we absolutely will go higher, but based on all those factors we just talked about, we probably do go higher. So we get rid of this DOL. We mark our previous day low, which is down here, 74.75. We mark our London low, which is right here, 5922.75. Mark our London high, which we are opening right at. I hate opening right at London high or low, but we are going to do that. 5946, and then we have previous day high is our last thing to mark, which would be right here, PDH, and that would be at 85.25. Okay. We have this draw, which is pretty obvious as well, so we're just going to mark that out. Right, and I think we should be good. That's ES levels there. Do we have this? Let me just check. We have that high on NQ as well. We do. Let's just mark this high. Let's trend line liquidity though. Yeah, so I won't mark this high simply because if this high was by itself, if we didn't have these, since we have a trend line liquidity here, I won't even mark this. If we get above previous day high, I'm expecting to just go to the top of this trend. That's why I won't mark it. And do we have the same on ES? If we do, I'll just get rid of that deal that I marked. Not really. You see how we have trend line liquidity on NQ, but on ES, not really, right? Actually, not at all. That same trend line we marked on NQ would be this on ES, which is invalidated, so it doesn't matter anymore. So I will mark that high. This high doesn't matter because if we get above this, I expect to go to here. Doesn't mean we will, but remember, I'm going to keep saying that. Doesn't mean we will. Doesn't mean we will. It's very true. In the market, you shouldn't stick to your own bias. That's why I don't have a bias going to DJ. I simply read price action, right? So let's see how this plays. We could potentially take this London high reject, but I don't like taking rejects right when we open into a London high or low. But if we get perfect confirmation, I will. Let's see. Okay. Or I'll take this break and retest long, by the way. So we just took both of them, both London highs on ES and NQ. Okay, looks like we might just explode higher. Now, this is the case where I'll pull up my 9 EMA on both ES and NQ. And if we get, I don't even have the EMAs up over here. It doesn't matter. If we get a 5-minute closure, I'll look for that London high retest. Now, on the retest, I need to see us inverse or bullish pin bar, bullish engulfing, something to give us confirmation to long. Not the best 5-minute candle closure, but it's decent. And we have a nice retest here on ES. Now, if we formed a 1-minute fair value gap on this way down, I would be taking that inverse, but we didn't. So in this case, I would zoom into the 30-second, and we have a nice 30-second. And if we inverse this, I'll go long. This is a simple break and retest. It's that simple. All right. I like this very powerful push as well. So let's go ahead and set up our long here. Stop loss would be right here. Give it a little grace. And then we want to risk a little bit more. So we go 7 contracts. TP would be previous day high. Or ES previous day high, by the way. Whatever one hits first. I'm sure NQ will hit first here, though. And then we'll set up our long. This should be a nice 3-to-1 at least. All right, 3.8, right? Or no, 3.1. 3.1 risk to reward. To be exact, 3.2. We're risking 400 to make 1,200. Let's see what happens here. Very, very, very nice. We are at about a 1-to-1. I like going break even at a 1.5-to-1. All right, we're definitely going break even here now. And this is another risk-free trade. Look at this momentum, guys. This is a beautiful. And we retest London high perfectly. Look, this is a perfect example of a break and retest of my strategy. And now we just have to go into a closer time frame. Let's say we had a 1-minute fair value gap form here, then I wouldn't be looking for the 30-second inverse. But because we had no 1-minute fair value gap, that's why I was looking at the 30-second for an inverse. And we got a very clean push inverse on this candle here. This is a pretty, this is A plus, not A plus, this is an A trade in my setup. So we're already break even. Let's see if final TP can hit here. Typically what I'll do is I'll leave runners as well. So we're going to leave a couple runners. We will take 75% of position off. So we'll take 5 contracts off at this high. No way, it just edged us. Wow. Crazy edge there. Look at this candle. All right, it's a fat inverse as well on the 5-minute. We still have a minute 30 left. Look at that edge right here at previous day high. All right, well, another break-even trade. Let's continue watching this. We could potentially take, let's pull it back up, the 1-minute chart here. We could potentially take this London high breakdown back to London lows. Remember, our bias on the day was long now in the first place, so if we get confirmation to re-enter, I will do that. But this looks pretty nasty on ES so far. Let's see here. If ES breaks back below London high here, we're gonna have to go short. So we just inverse this 5-minute gap on ES. It's a very tricky spot here. Let's continue to watch. Let's continue to watch this. No trade, no second trade yet today, but I'm intrigued for sure. Okay. We might have to take this short. Let's see if we can get a 5-minute closure back below London highs here. See, this is why I didn't take this long yet. So the 5-minute candle did not close below London highs. NQ just got its full retest of London highs as well. And we tapped into this 5-minute fair value gap on the 5-minute. So still long bias today. We left this very obvious draw here. I just need confirmation. So let's see if we have any 1-minute gaps to inverse. We have this, but we kind of chopped. I like it just pushing right through. I don't like an inverse that kind of chops around, right? So let's wait for this 30-second to be inversed. And then if we get that, we will re-enter this long. If not, still open to the short back below London highs. Okay, so we get this inverse here. We're going to step another long. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with exiting and re-entering a trade, right? Nothing wrong with that, especially when it's a break-even. Don't be afraid to do so. So 6 contract. I think we can buy one more here. We're going to risk about $400 a trade, so 416, close enough. 400 on the penny. There you go. Target's going to be previous day high. Risk to reward. This setup's like a B setup, maybe, because we kind of lost that momentum. So first target's going to be 2.2. We're not going to take everything off. We're going to take 5 contracts off. And then next target will be our next draw, or will be most likely, because if we do go higher, ES is going to hit previous day high a long time afterwards. We do have this draw to the upside, so that would be a nice final target at almost 4 to 1. Let's see how this plays out. I'm kind of iffy about this, but I do like the setup, right? We inverse, we retest London highs, inverse 30-second. I do like the setup, though, nonetheless. Let's see how this plays out. Ooh, just edged our TP there. Ooh. Oh, we might have had news this day. So I always forget to check news when I'm backtesting. Let's see what we had. Yeah, we had ISM manufacturing PMI. So I would normally not take this in real time. I always forget to check this news. So we're gonna go back with one candle, and we're gonna get out break even here, because I would normally not take this. We're actually gonna just get rid of this trade. And you're like, oh, you're cheating. You saw what happened. But I completely forgot about news. If this is real time, I want to give you guys a real result of my trading strategy, and I would simply not take that if 10 a.m. news was coming. So let's see what happens after this 10 a.m. news. I'll make sure to check it now, so that won't happen again. I'll make sure to check news events. So we had ISM manufacturing. Okay. Now if we inverse another 30-second, I will re-enter this. We have nothing. We have no fair value. We did inverse something here. Actually, I like this a lot. We inverse this again. We might take our same exact entry, but this time a little bit of a wider stop loss. So let's go ahead and re-enter this. Now this is something I would take. News is out. The data is gone. Data is always 50-50. I do not recommend trading through news. Obviously, if it's a really good setup, you could take it. Try to move break even as soon as possible, though, if news is coming out. I don't like trading during news. It's so erratic and it's unpredictable. Do not recommend it. Damn, 441. Alright, whatever. We're going to risk 441 on this. TP is going to be previous day high, and then after that, it's going to be our next draw, which would be ES previous day high. So let's re-enter this long. First target's about 1.73, and then we would take 4 contracts off and target higher on the rest. Let's see how this plays. Very nice. We'll go break even here. This is why you always wait till after the news. You can always find a re-entry, guys. No way it edges us again. What is this? No way, right? Is it going to bounce here? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Wow, NQ. Alright, what a... Automatically, when I see TPs being edged like this, I do not like trading the rest of the day. But we haven't lost yet today. There's some break-even trades, but... That's quite annoying. I really hit break-evens too, so this is crazy. It's start the video off, and this is how I do it. So at this point in time, it's 10:18. I would be open to another trade. We still have that draw to the upside. I'd be saying let's look for that previous day high to get hit still. I'm still looking for that. We have no more data, I don't think. Let me just double check that, because that's Yeah, no more data today. We don't have like FOMC on Wednesday or anything like that. I'm gonna have to try another long if we get confirmation, guys. Like the fact that we're leaving previous day high up there, just we have to try another long if we get another inverse. It's that simple, right? All right, we're breaking down this London high now. If we get a 5-minute closure below, I'm pretty confident we go to London lows here. So let's see if we get a 5-minute closure here. All right, no 5-minute closure. Look at that 5-minute wick. This is very enticing for longs now. Do we have any clean 1-minute gaps? We do. All right, we're going long right here. We just inverse this 1 minute. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, so this is like I would say this is A plus setup. Reason being is we left this draw, we edged it twice on the day. We already had a long bias going into the day. It probably chopped a lot of people out here. We just swept all these lows out as well on ES. We just got a really nice 5-minute pin bar close there and then inverse this 1 minute. So this is very nice. Let's go ahead and go long here. Target would still be previous day high that we edged twice already. Stop loss below this. All right, TP would be previous day high, and then as you guys know, we would leave runners, so let's just put that up there. Into our long. Is this going to be another break-even trade, guys? It's going to be our first loss, first win. What's going to be? What is it going to be? We'll go break-even right here. Right here will be our break-even. Ooh, just tap back into this 1 minute. See how much slower this trade is? All right, so break even, get hit. We're gonna go break even. Remember, trading is all about managing your risk properly. This is a 3.72 risk reward trade to our first target. Typically, this is what my trades look like as far as a risk reward perspective, by the way. So like I'm risking 400, but I'm going to be making a lot. That's why even though my win rate isn't fancy and flashy like all these other, follow my 90% win rate strategy, 88%, but they're hitting 1-to-1s, bro. That's like that. I can do that as well, but my EV, my expected value is so low on that. I don't even want that. I'd rather be wrong almost half the time and have a way higher risk reward because my P&L curve is going to be exponentially bigger than somebody even with a 98% win rate, which is not even possible. The highest I've seen with a 1-1 is like a 91, 92%. And that's fine. They could take that. My EV is higher and my expected value over time, my P&L curve is going to be much higher than somebody with a high win rate 1-1 strategy than with my strategy was about. We'll see the stats at the end of this, but typically I run about 55% with a 3.2 risk reward, which is very good strategy to have in the market. So, but I just had to say that real quick. No shade at those traders. I mean, it works, right? I'm not saying it doesn't work, but we're gonna hit another break even. Nah, NQ's not gonna help us like that. Yeah, it's looking good. So notice how much stronger ES is now as well. It's interesting. Okay, we will go I didn't think ES would, but if ES takes us high, we will TP some of our position. That's why I always watch ES and NQ at the same time, because I will take profits based on where we are on the opposite indice, right? It's a very slow day. It is January 2nd. I mean, we are backtesting in January, so it's typically slow in January anyway. But. All right, let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? Oh shit, okay. So we just took ES highs there. Normally I would TP some, but instead I'm just going to trail my stop up to this high. The reason being is I am very confident we go to previous day high. And if we don't, in the case we don't, we still make profit on this trade, right? But we edged it twice. It's very obvious up there. So I'm pretty confident we at least do that. And then our draw on ES is not till all the way up here. So let's continue to watch this. Guess I should have took some off there, right? I usually would, but I was pretty confident we at least go to that previous day high. All right, well, that's another not break even. At least we took some profits off the table there. Guess I should have took more profits on that. Let's see how the rest of this plays out. Yep, and there goes previous day high. I never usually trail my stop either. Man, why the fuck did I trail my stop there? Don't trail your stop, all right? Don't do what I just did. We don't trail our stops with this strategy. That was kind of stupid. I just kind of I wanted to protect my risk a little bit, but our risk was protected by going break even. All right, we should have just smacked that right there, and we continue to run. Do we hit PDH on ES? And we do. And final TP would be smacked right here. Damn, I should have went fucking. Why the fuck would I try my stop? All right. Anyways, on to the next day. Let's go to the next session. So I'm gonna mark my key levels, and then it'll be cut, and then I'll show you guys. We'll get into it. Or maybe I'll just like 3x the speed. I'll do that. Big gap up here. We did just tap into a daily fair value gap as well, which is very interesting. That's our NQ levels. So yes. All right, we have our levels marked out here. Let's get a really quick and easy bias. We did tap into this daily fair value gap to the upside during London session. So if we sweep London highs here and then inverse on a smaller time frame, or get bullish engulfing, that'd be very, very nice. Yeah, let's see. Or we can break and retest. So let's see. All right, so that's the bias. It would be a sweep of London highs to go short into London lows. Or we could continue higher into the top of that gap. Our draw is pretty high up there, though. I'm not sure I'd want to do that. I'd much rather go short here. Let's see what happens off open. If we're able to sweep London high and inverse, that would be very nice. We have S&T with ES right now as well. Let's pull up 30 seconds to start the day. Alright, we'll just wait. Let's see here. Oh wait, that's not even New York high. That is 9:30. So we did sweep London high here off open. This is London highs. 17161. All right, so this is very interesting. Now, if we can inverse this, let's see if we sweep and then instantly inverse here. Okay, we sweep it. There's nothing to inverse right here. We have this 5 minute. We have this like 1 minute, which would kind of be nice, but let's see. Okay. ES just took London highs as well. Okay. So typically this would be our break and retest to the upside, but the reason I'm not taking this is look how trash this action is. No trade is better than a trade, right? So like if we go back to here, this is technically a break and retest, which is the first B in our strategy, but we need alignment with ES, so ES needs to get over this high as well. All right, this is interesting here. It's very, very interesting. ES just got a close, but it wasn't strong at all. Still wouldn't really trade today. See if we're able to inverse this 30-second to the downside. We're just almost refusing to go lower at this point. I don't like how we wicked off here as well. So even if we do inverses, I'm not taking this anymore. I want to see a very clean first candle take it, right? You know, we're just slowly grinding higher. These are the days where a lot of people mess up by taking trades. If you see this very slow grind trash action, just stay away from it. Like, that's the best way to do. Only way we'll take a short here is if we get closed back below London highs here. Let's speed this up a little bit. Yeah, we might just slow grind higher all day today. All right, it's 10:51. We're not going to be taking any other trades, so let's just skip to the next day. What do we end up doing? Yep, we ended up dumping, so let's see if there's any trade opportunities late in the day that day. We ended up dumping right there. Don't really see anything on the one there. Previous session low, didn't even get a hit. Yeah, that's why it's just best to walk away on those days. I mean, you could have took like a 5-minute inverse up here. Do we even have one? We have like a tiny one right here. It's not even worth trading though. So yeah, good job of walking away that day. It's kind of like us yesterday, right? And like real time yesterday, or on Thursday of this week. All right, anyways, let's mark our key levels. I'm gonna speed this up so you guys don't have to watch through this. We did end up hitting session lows over here on that short, so that could have been nice on that break of London high. London highs rates. This 5-minute inverse could have been nice. I didn't realize I thought this was New York low, but this was New York low. Or actually, oh, this was New York low. Okay, we wouldn't have took that. Never mind. That was a typical instance of accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Very obvious there. But we wouldn't take that slow grind upside nonsense to no draws to the upside either. So something you want to stay away from. So this is New York low, and that's it. So I'll mark my 4-hour unmitigated, 1-hour unmitigated for targets. Good, yes. Okay, we have our levels marked out. Do we have any 4-hour draws to be marked? No, not really. Nice draw to the downside though. Right here, 690.75. Okay, those will be our levels there. Any bias on the day, kind of still would be looking long here. All right, I think that would be our move here. If we get a closure above London highs, or if we sweep out London lows here. Let's see what happens. Let's just play this. Once again, we did sweep London highs here. My fault. I need to change this to 929. I can't even do 929. Let's just put 915 there. And then, yeah. So let's reverse this. All right, this is New York Open. This is about to be the start of New York Open. This is 929 candle. Okay. Okay, so our London highs are right here. So if we sweep London highs, I am open to the short, but I'd rather take a long above it or a long at London lows. But if we get a really clean inverse after we take London highs, then I will take it. Okay, we took London highs on both. Let's go to the 30-second. really nothing clean to inverse here, but this does look like a classic. Like this is where ICT misses. This is really nice pin bars, bearish engulfings. This is nice price action to take, but yeah, no inverses there or anything like that. If we inverse this 5 minute, I'll take it. I want to see a failure on ES as well. Okay, breaking this down. Okay, well that's the 5 minute inverse. Let's see if we can tap back into this 5 minute gap here. Nope, we're just gonna dump. London lows probably gets hit here. Maybe. Okay, yep, London lows gets hit. So we can look for a continuation down into previous day low here, or we take a long here off London lows. I like this. If we can inverse this, we're gonna try a long here. Nah, not anymore. I want to see that straight through. Oh, would have worked, I guess. It's just not high enough probability. You want to see that first candle just bust right through that fair value gap. Pause. Okay, this is interesting. We're finally tapping back into this FEG here. Let's check this 15 minute. Okay, it's interesting. Big ass wick. Open to a short, but this is enticing for sure. We inverse this 30-second, probably inverse the 1. No, not quite. I wouldn't take anything here. Okay, I'm liking this 5 minute candle in this 1 minute inverse, and yeah, I would take this short here. Let's take this short, and we inverse this 30-second as well. So just noise. Reason I'm taking this is we are rejecting this 5 minute. We are inversing a 1 and a 30-second. The only thing I don't like is how strong ES is holding up, and that we already took London lows. So our main draw has already been taken out, so it is pretty risky here. What we can do is, I'm pretty confident we at least hit this low, so we can take a risk-free trade here. This would be our break-even, so we might get hit break-even fairly quickly here. But let's take this. Stop loss would pip up here. Let's check that 1 minute chart. Yeah, stop loss would be right there. TP would be session lows. Okay, in this instance, we have 12 contracts. We would take this off instantly. All right, let's see how this plays out. Let's put our like we wouldn't hold runners on this trade. Actually, we could. This is actually a clean trade to hold runners if we get continuation, because reason being is ES has London lows way down there. So yeah, it would be an instance to take runners or hold runners. Sorry. All right, let's see here. All right, we would go break even now. Very nice respect of that 5 minute. Once again, you see this 5 minute get respected again. This might be a banger. So as you can see, risk reward here is 3.86. We don't trade 1-on-1s around here. Very nice. All right, we would take profit at this London low here because ES is holding up very strong. We don't want to risk an ES bounce. So we have 12 contracts. We would take about 8 off here. Let's buy 8, lock in some profits. Runners are still break even here. It's not letting me drag this. Okay. Runners are break even. We can even put this a little bit lower. Okay. Now next target would be one or two things. Wait, what the fuck? Why did it get me in a trade on the ES? Oh, I tried to take profit on it. NQ, I took profit on ES. All right, we would buy 8 here. Okay. Runners are now break even on NQ. We would hold for our second target, would either be London lows ES or previous day low NQ, whichever one hits first. Looks like if this does happen, NQ would hit previous day low before ES. So this would be a 6.81R on the runners if this does hit. If not, risk free trade. And smackaroony. Like, this is what I'm talking about. So it took a while. It took 7 days into January, but all it takes is one of our trades to hit big, and we make a shit ton of money, right? We haven't took a losing trade yet. We took, what, 2-3 break evens? Did we take a losing trade? I honestly can't remember already. Close positions. No, we haven't taken a losing trade. We took 3 break evens. Oh, this should have been a banger too, right? That trade where I trailed my stop up, that should have been a banger. Would have been max TP. It's all good. Learn from my mistake as well. Do not trail stops. We don't trail stops in this. We move break even, right? That way to protect our risk, but we do not trail stops. So I literally shouldn't have trailed stops there. But as you can see, all it takes is one of our trades to hit, and we hit big, right? Because we're not hitting 1-to-1s. We just hit a 4-to-1 right there. A realized 4-to-1. The runners went much farther than a 4-to-1, but our realized profit was about a 4-to-1. 6.81 on the runners. So after this, I would not be taking another trade, but for backtesting sakes, we will continue to watch this. Actually, no, we wouldn't take another trade, so why would we take a trade in backtesting? Let's continue. Start of New York session on the next day. That was on a Tuesday, so now we're on a Wednesday. Let's see what happened. Did we dump the rest of the day? Yeah, we ended up dumping the rest of that day. Wow, guys, look at that. We ended up pretty much top ticking this. We ended up dumping to this 4-hour unmitigated way down here. So this is one of those scenarios where we can even hold one more contract just for fucks. It would have went 17.5 to our next draw on liquidity down here, this 4-hour unmitigated. And I'll do that every once in a while. I don't like doing it right now because I'm trading props. But I traded on my live account for a while. The reason I'm not trading on my live anymore because I want to show you guys it's very easy to get payouts with props. And, you know, with props, they don't really like you holding runners. It's kind of unspoken rules from prop firms. Like, they almost punish you sometimes for holding runners. But, like, pretend this is my live account. In my strategy, I would definitely be holding a runner here. Yeah, we dumped. Okay. So let's mark our new levels for this day. And if I was on options, I'd trade options at the same time, as you guys probably already know. I would absolutely be holding some runners on options there. That would have been a fucking banger. I love backtesting those trades. It's like, you really see that most of your profits come from one good trade. That's what you'll notice trading my strategy. We don't try to go for little baby hits, right? Like most of these other traders go, oh, let me just get my 1-to-1. Oh, let me trim. Oh, I'm up 1R. Let me trim. I need to trim. I'm up 1. No. Does that mean we take more losses? Yes. But is our P&L curve exponentially bigger? Yes. Okay. So you guys tell me, you guys want to take those little baby bitch hits? Oh, it's hard on my mental losing that much. Stop being a fucking bitch, okay? You want to hit big trades? This is how you do it. So we'll go London high here. 448.25. Previous day high is that previous day? Let me pull this volume. This will be previous day high. This is a nice draw here. 806.25. And then our DOL, this is a nice DOL here. 897. See how long this takes every day? Like, that's what I don't want to. Let me show you guys that. I was trying to find a quick bias on the day. I don't like daily biases. It's more so like a prediction to what draw we're going to than a daily bias. Okay. Those are levels on. Thank you. Make sure OBS is still running. OBS is running. That would suck. Okay. Let's go to yes. Those draws are still valid. This draw is very valid. 92650. London lows or London highs would go to here. 596.75. 76, right? 975 is that London high. This draw would go away. Previous day high. 645.5. This would just be a DOL. Wouldn't be previous day high. Okay. So shorts look decent here. Longs look good as well, though. Don't really have anything. We do have an unmitigated 4-hour right here. It's interesting. Do we have that on NQ as well? If we tap into that unmitigated 4-hour, that would look pretty solid. Yeah. So my favorite trade today would be shorts. If we tap into this unmitigated 4-hour, fall back below London highs, we could target London lows here. Let's see how this day goes. Maybe I'd take a loss, but I'm gonna jinx myself. By the way, can you guys see? Is my shit? Oh my goodness, you guys can't even see me buying and selling, bro. All right, that's our realized P&L down here. Down here, this is where I press buy and sell. I didn't even realize my face cam was covering that the whole time. I'm a fucking dumbass. Okay. Now you guys can see that. So we have yet to take a loss. If we pull this up, let me make sure you guys can see this as well. Okay, you can. As you can see, we have we took 4 longs, 1 short, 3 break even, 1 trail stop that should have been a max win, and then our max win yesterday. Not, I want to say max win, but no, big win. We'll have these big wins. You'll notice my strategy as, break evens. Oh, okay. Small losses, big fucking wins. That's how we roll around here. Okay. Anyways, let's see how we react. Like I said, my favorite setup for the day would be sweeping London highs into that 4-hour unmitigated and then taking a short into London lows, but always open to the London low bounce as well, or breaking resets of London high. It doesn't matter, right? I have no clear bias going into each day. Let's just watch price action. Let's speed this way up here. Remember, I'm not taking a trade unless one of these gets taken at least. So we're going to speed this day way up. Keep it nice and simple. Notice how we have not taken London lows or highs yet, and we haven't made a major move. This is a good example for you guys. Notice this right here. We have not taken London highs or lows yet. Where the fuck is my drawing tool? We have simply in between London highs and London lows. We do not take any trades. It simplifies our trading so much. If we don't take London highs or London lows, we are not doing the fucking thing. And it's gonna keep us away from this choppy bullshit price action. Like, how many people took this short trying to target London lows, but we never took London highs first to take that short? And how many people got edged right here and then got hit break even or whatever, right? Just saves our mental capital. Oh shit, I'm a dumbass. I just realized we did take London lows on ES. But still, alright, we have not taken it on both. I want to see both get taken. So let's continue to watch this. We're going to watch it in fast mode because I want to see both ES and NQ take one of these levels here, and then we can look for a trade. Look how much chop we just avoided there. Look how much chop we just avoided there by not taking a trade yet. Right? Sure, we could have took longs to session highs, just nothing high probability though, right? But we have now took London lows on NQ and ES. Let me just find a closer DOL for us on NQ in case we want to take this short here. This would be a nice draw. Is this a gap here? No, it's technically not even a gap, but I guess that would be our draw here. 4-hour candle low as well. Yeah, but if anything, would be our draw. I'm kind of just making up a draw here. It's about less than 100 points. We're going to take this draw away, actually. ES, any major draws here in case we want to take this short? What's this high? 911.25. And this low is 911.25, so technically no gap there either, but it's a good like break-even spot for us, I guess. But we would want to see that lower draw. All right, let's continue to watch this price action. If we get a clean 5-minute candle closure below London lows, I'll take this, but it is 12:20 p.m. So do I want to trade this day? Probably not, right? Probably not. We do have our draws to the upside still, though, so let's just see. I'm open to a trade, but it's going to be low probability, and it has to be perfect. Okay, we got our 5-minute candle closure. Since this trade has to be perfect, let's zoom into the 30-second. The only way I'm taking this short is if we retest London lows, number 1. Number 2 is if we come up, create a 30-second fair value gap, and then inverse it after we retest. That is my entry criteria for this trade. Okay, there's our retest of London lows. I might call this perfectly here. See if we can inverse this 30-second, huh? Ooh, or we take a reclaim. I'm open to that, but it's like the draw would be tricky here. So this is actually even better because now that just formed a 5-minute fair value gap that we tapped into as well. Let's continue to watch this. Technically, we could take a high risk short. We did inverse this tiny 30-second. We're gonna wait for this to get inverse though, because that'll also give us a break of structure. Excellent patience there. Excellent patience there. Alright, now we don't want to take that inverse anymore because we tapped into it twice and held. We'll take a new inverse though. This is solid. If we can 1 candle inverse this, that would be great. Another thing is we are about to inverse this 5-minute. And we inverse the 5-minute. So tricky session already, and it's 12:30. I wouldn't really want to take a long back into this channel. Let's continue to see if we inverse this 5-minute back down. Let's speed this up a little bit. we're just gonna hold and grind higher. Yeah. Okay. So we could have took that inverse long, but let's see if it even hits our Joural. Yeah, so we would have been sitting all day in a trade. I mean, unless we took profit at session highs, which I definitely would have on a day like this, but this is not even worth it, right? Save your mental capital. Save your mental capital. You guys need to understand trading is boring, and there's going to be a lot of days. Oh, wait, let's not do that. It's good. Start New York. You gotta save your mental capital, right? There's going to be days you don't trade, and that's okay. The best traders in the world, you think they trade every day? You think they trade every day? No, they absolutely fucking don't. So if you're trying to follow someone that trades every day, they're probably not the one to follow. Sorry, newsflash. Alright, we have London low here. 21750. By the way, it is January 9th here. We're still doing a lot more sessions. See how slow it takes us? See how long it takes me when I'm marking my London highs on London lows and all this bullshit every morning? This is what you need to do, though. If I didn't mark these, I wouldn't have levels to trade off of. And this is where I combine supply and demand with ICT. A lot of the ICT only traders, they won't take the time to mark these levels, and they'll just mark obvious highs and lows. So they wouldn't really mark London session highs and lows. They would mark this low out, but they would maybe mark this low. Depends on the trader. But they might just mark this, not London highs. But this really simplifies it for me and you guys. Mark your session, your London highs and lows. You always have decent reactions around those. As long as you read the reaction right, you will make money off those levels every single day. And if it doesn't give you an entry, it will probably give you an entry at previous day high or previous day low. So just have patience, right? I can't stress that enough. Just have fucking patience and just wait. But yeah, 431.5. Once again, we still have this unmitigated 4 hour right here. Okay, those are levels on NQ. Okay, and these are levels on ES. So really quick bias going into the day. Kind of long, but it's not strictly. We're in a channel, but we do have this nice trend line liquidity. I would prefer long as that 4 hour FEG, but either one, I don't really care which way I'm trading. Really quick bias on NQ as well. Yeah, same thing on NQ. Alright, let's watch this first section here. I'm starting, by the way. I'm gonna have to pause this, come back. Alright, let's see. Let's go to the 1 minute chart as well. Remember, we're not doing anything until London highs and London lows gets taken on both NQ and ES, or one or the other, right? But like if London highs gets taken on NQ, we need to see that gets taken on ES as well. We need to see alignment between the two. So we're gonna fast track it into one of those scenarios happening. Looks like we might take London lows. Okay, let's go back a candle. I know that, oh, you're cheating, you're going back, whatever. Fuck you. Yes, I saw we bounced a tiny fucking bit. It's really not gonna change my analysis. Okay. Okay. So we took London lows on both NQ and ES. Now let's see what the reaction. Since we left London highs untapped up here, right? We still have these strong liquidities back into London highs. I would prefer long. If not, we could take a short into previous day low, but it's so close as well. I would probably just go break even at previous day low and target another draw, which is way down here. So yeah, those are the two scenarios here. Let's see what happens. This also goes to the 30 second here. Okay. Do we have any 1 minute gaps? Not yet. Stay on the 30 second. So if we 1 candle inverse this, I would like this. Or 2 candle. I don't want to see more than 2. Yeah, I'm not taking this. Unless we inverse it on the 1. We do have this inverse. This is kind of clean, but I don't want to take the first inverse in this downtrend. I want to see if we can curl back over, and then we can look for another one. It's just higher risk when you're taking that. Let's check news, by the way. I haven't done that. Wait, what the fuck? Why are my time frames like this? We're in New York, right? Am I tripping, guys? It went from January 9:30. Am I tripping right now? Do you guys see this? We're now trading at 6 p.m. That's a glitch, right? Hold on, we gotta read. There was a market close this day? Why does it go from 9:20 to 6 p.m.? Alright, I'm gonna assume that's a glitch, and we're not trading like Asia session right now. That's really weird, though. Let's just continue to watch this first section. Like I said, I'd rather see this curl over, and then we can take this next inverse. I feel like I'm trading Asia right now. Was the market closed this day? Thursday, January 9th, 2025. Oh, it was. Okay, that makes sense. We're gonna skip this day, guys. Jimmy Carter day. Why doesn't it tell me here? Maybe it does tell me. No, it doesn't. Fuck you, trade though. Okay, next day. I'd rather trade Asia session. We don't trade Asia. Whoa, what a dump. Almost had news this morning. I keep forgetting to check the news calendar, so let's go ahead and check that. We had 8:30 non-farm payrolls, big dump there. Unemployment rate, 10 a.m. news today, okay? I have to be aware of that. 10 a.m. news today. Let's mark our key levels again. Man, I spent all that time marking my fucking key levels. Okay, now this is pretty major. Oh, wait, I thought we took this daily low. Never mind. This daily low is still sitting down here, so let's go to 4 hour. Is my OBS still running? Yes, it is. Okay. So we have London lows, also data lows here. Well, would that be data lows? No, this would be data lows here. We don't care about that anymore. We'll mark data lows here as well. Fuck it. Just in case we take a short, we want to be taking profits into data lows, so that's why I would mark that there. London lows, the fuck. 21.44.50. Data lows, previous day low, we don't care about because it's in between. This is actually a nice key level though. But this is one of those things where if I'm an ICT only trader, I'm not marking this key level, but we have a very obvious double bottom. I'm marking this key level, right? So there's our previous day low. It's also lining up with our London high perfectly. So I normally wouldn't mark this previous day low because it's in between London high and London low. But like I said, I also incorporate supply and demand so that when that previous day low is lining perfectly with our London high and we're retesting that pre-market, this is just a typical market structure shift, and this could be very nice for shorts after we sweep this to target data lows. That's the reason I like this. So we're definitely going to mark that out. Let's check our 3 a.m. highs. London high would be up here, 372.50. Another reason I like marking this out previous day low here, even though it's between a previous day high and London high and London low, is because if we reclaim it, we can take a nice long into London high. So our pre-session high, 4 hour, all of our other levels are pretty much still the same. Let's check ES real quick. So ES of London high would be right here. Previous day high would be the same. We are going to keep previous day low here. I don't think this is not lining up. It's fine. And then 595.150. What the fuck? 87.75. And then we look at the 1 minute real quick to get our exact data low. Looks like our data low. Ooh, I thought we had equilibrium real quick. Pretty much equilibrium, but not quite. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, let's see. So we can take this reclaim. I kind of like it. It's not my favorite, but we could take this previous day low reclaim. I'd rather take this reject though, right? This short down into data lows. Let's see how we react to it though. Alright, let's watch this price action. I'm gonna take this volume off. Notice how I haven't used volume or the EMAs one time yet. Just I use them every once in a while, you know. Market open? No, market's not even open yet. Jeez. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Okay, market's open here. This is the first candle of the day. So instantly we are failing previous day low, which is nice for shorts. And we are inversing this 1 minute. I do really want to take a short and target these data lows. Do we get a 30-second inverse? It's tricky because we just opened, so it's like we're getting really aggressive here, which I don't like doing, but we might have to, guys. This is going to be high risk, so I'm going to size half. I'm not going to risk 400. But we got a 30-second inverse. We rejected this PDL. Stop loss is going to be, really would like this above this 30-second gap that we create. Only going to risk $200 on this trade, but I do like it. And then target would be data lows. And then London lows, final TP. We would take profit. We would take most of our position off at data lows, though. So this is going to be a very high risk to reward trade. So 5.5R to my first target. Runners would go 7.3R. So once again, very high risk reward strategy. Let's see how this plays out. Only going half size because market literally just opened. Oh wait, has it even opened yet? Jeez, I'm a dumbass. This hasn't even opened yet. Never mind. I thought it just opened. It did open. Bro, TradeZella, is you playing with me right now? Is this open or not? No, it's not open yet. No, what? It was. Guys, I'm being a sped right now. Alright, we're entering this short. 6 contracts. TP would be London lows. Short. This is literally the first 30-second candle, so the percentage we get wicked out here is kind of high. Just keep that in mind. Alright, 7R trade though to final target. Okay, I'm already going to go break even because this is a very high risk entry, but look how perfectly this played out already. And this is why, like, ICT traders wouldn't be taking this trade. Like, if you only trade ICT, well, maybe you would be taking it. I don't want to say you wouldn't, but I'm taking this because we have a double bottom at previous day low. That is a supply and demand concept, right? ICT traders would not be taking this. This is why I like combining both. ICT mainly for my confirmation for entries, like mainly inverse for right gaps, pretty much. But I use regular fair value gaps. I don't use order blocks. I don't use breaker blocks. I don't use all that other bullshit. It's just noise, honestly. Like fair value gaps will be your most basic, and it'll be your highest probability. You can use them for confirmation or as a confluence, and then inverse fair value gaps are like that added confluence. And I know it's like you could say somebody else coined the term inverse fair gap. It doesn't fucking matter who coined it, right? At the end of the day, we're all stealing it from somebody. But you put your own little twist on it. So I have my own little twist on how I trade it, and everyone has their own little twist, right? All right, we got stopped to break even there, but I do like this re-entry here. See if we're able to. We have a tiny fair value gap right there. But I really do want to re-enter this. Let's see, because we have no confirmation right now. Yeah, okay. See, when you have no confirmation, first of all, it's good that we went break even, right? That's why I moved break even on the break of this low, because it's always okay to protect your risk. You could always re-enter. Let's continue to watch this. I'm still open to the short idea. I need to see something though. Okay. There it goes right after I say that. There's really nothing to inverse here. We have no bearish pin bar, bearish engulfing. Let's check the 1 minute chart. Yeah, nothing really here. I mean, unless we just kept our stop above those highs, but we also inversed that 1 minute before dumping. That's funny. Okay, let's see if we can get a 30-second inverse somewhere right here. There's just no inverses popping up here, or like there's no clear spot to put our stop loss. Not even inverse. We don't even need to look only for inverses, but we need something like a bearish engulfing, a bearish pin bar or something. We tapped in back into this 30-second and rejected here. That could have been nice, just higher risk. All right, well the short worked out. We got stopped to break even now. Oh well. There goes data lows there. If we get a break and retest of London lows, always open to that. Alright, starting to curl back over after we tapped into London lows. Alright, big dump there. Just took London lows. Just took London lows on ES as well. Wouldn't really take a trade here unless we reclaim. If we're able to reclaim data lows here, I'm open to this long here. So I'd like to see us inverse this very aggressively though. I want to see an aggressive inverse. As of right now, we're just breaking retesting this. So this would be like a short entry, but we need to see ES. Get a 5 minute close below London lows as well to take a short. There's our 5 minute close on ES, but it's not weak, right? We prefer we see that close down here. Still open to taking this long on the reclaim. What would be better than that would be for this 1 minute to inverse. So let's see if we can get that. Such a slow inverse that I wouldn't take this. Oh, well, look at that dump. Okay, let's see if we take previous. I think this is previous dip. No, this is just a major draw. So ES just took it. There goes NQ. This might just be a dump day. Where's our next draws? Next draws all the way down here. We have a nice little draw on ES though. We probably hit that if we stay weak here. Still like the longs if we can reclaim and show confirmation as well. It's only 10 o'clock here, so. Alright, we just hit that draw I was talking about on ES. This might just be a trend down day, but if we're able to fully reclaim data lows, let's speed this up a little bit. Alright, starting to like longs, but let's see where our EMAs are at. Yeah, so I'd like a reclaim of data lows in this 21 EMA, as you can see right here. If we get that, we could try a long out. nice inverse of this fair value gap and a reclaim would be nice. This fair value gap's tiny though, but yeah, you get the picture. Like this FVG right here, that same one we were watching earlier. Or we reject right here and go short, but our draws got hit to the downside, so I wouldn't really want to take short. Okay, we just inversed this 1 minute, but I would like to see us reclaim data lows and London lows on ES first. Let's see where this 21 EMA is at. Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait a little bit. Let's see if we can inverse this 1 minute instead. There's just not enough confirmation for us to long this just yet. But we do have a nice target up at session highs up there. And then we have London highs above there. I would be open to a short, but it would be tricky. Where would our target be? You know what I mean? So we already hit all the DOLs to the downside. Unless we have like go all the way down here, which is a possibility. We could dump that much, but you're asking for a lot. Okay, we just inverse this. We got our confirmation here. Let's take a long. Stop loss below this candle low. Oh, fuck. Whoops. I accidentally just sold instead. Let's get rid of this. It was an accident. Alright, let's go 4 contracts long here. Is OBS working still? Yes, it is. I always gotta check because OBS sometimes just fucking stops recording. Man, that would be very painful for me. Let's go long. Stop loss right here. Target session highs, which is up here, as you guys can see. Session highs. And then second target would be London highs. So we would hold runners for that. Stop loss. TP. Final TP would be all the way up here, but first TP would be right here, about a 1.67. I usually don't take risk rewards this low. But it's a good setup. It just happens to be where my draw is. My draw is typically at least 3 times away from my stop loss. Now we could go like this, right, and keep our stop loss tighter, but I'd rather give it some room to breathe here. Okay, well that was quick. I did like that setup though. All right, first loss. See if we get a re-entry, or might. I mean, so we have session lows down here that we could target for a short, which would be nice. We did just inverse and reject this data low. Yeah, I like this. We just retested London low exactly as well, and we have that downside. We have a nice spot to go break even as well. Yeah, let's take this short. Stop loss is gonna be data lows. Oh, but there's a fair value gap right there. I don't care. Target's gonna be session lows, and we'll take full TP down here if we hit it, because there's no more DOLs to the downside there, right? Remember, my win rate is 50%. I haven't lost yet, so I'm expecting a few losses here as well. 3.85 risk reward, so very nice. This is my break even. Let's see what happens here. Okay, risk-free trade here. Break even just got hit. Let's see if we can hit this nice 3.85 target. If ES hit session lows first, that we would be taking trims as well. Let's speed this up a little bit. This would have been a long trade, huh? Alright, ES is coming into session lows, so we might have to trim here in a second. Or take profit. Okay, right here we would. Let's go back 1 candle. We would take profit right here. Reason being, we don't wait for this because we could create SMT right here and never hit these session lows. Although I think we will, but let's take full TP. Very nice trade. $1,000 win. So we took a $400 loss for a $1,000 win on this day, right? So that's So imagine I traded 1-to-1s. I took $400 loss and then a $400 win. That would suck. I'd be break even. But in this case, I'm up $600 on this day. No, and I traded 5 accounts. So times that by 5 accounts is you're sitting very nice. Let's see what happened the rest of this day anyway though. Wow, look at that though. We would have got edged and then we would have been fine, or break even never got hit. But you see, if we waited for NQ lows instead of taking profit when ES hit those lows, looks like we would hit it right here anyway. But no, maybe not. Yeah, look at that. We would have got edged the whole day and we would never got hit. We would never hit session lows on NQ, and we would have went all the way back up and got hit break even, or been sitting in the street for fucking 3-4 more hours. So that's why I use ES levels as well to take targets and trims and stuff like that, not just NQ. Don't just look at NQ's chart, or don't just look at ES's chart. Look at them both. Looks like we just grind higher the rest of the day. So very nice second trade there. 1 loss, 1 win that day on January 10th. Let's go to the 11th. Let's not do it like this though. Sorry, whoops. Let's go to start a New York session. All right, let me do my levels. Cue the fast pace. Okay, so these are my levels on NQ. The previous high right there, but I want to work this 4-hour out as well. It's unmitigated, and then we have another 4-hour right here above London highs that is unmitigated that we want to work out. So that's NQ. Let's go yes. Let's keep that 4-hour. We get rid of this. We get rid of that as well. Get rid of this, and then get rid of this draws. Well, do we have any draws to the downside here? Ooh, we're at time today. Right? That's interesting. We actually already did time that day. Right? So our low, we got draw. We don't get marked out. We got low and low. I guess our next draw will be down here. Let's do this 4-hour, and you see unmitigated, and do this 4-hour unmitigated highlight here. Okay, and then let's mark our lows down here. 809. All our DOLs there. 4-hour fair value gap. Let's mark our previous day high. 921.75. And now we're looking at 846.50. Okay, so those are our levels there on ES. Let's just mark this 4-hour unmitigated right there. Okay. Those are ES levels and NQ levels for the day. Let's get rid of volume and then let's play this out. I'm starting to get a little decision making. My decision making is gonna go down a little bit here because I'm starting to get a little tired of this backtesting session. I've probably been doing it for, let's see how long this has been going for. I don't even know how to check that. Fuck it. It's been like a couple hours now. It's been at least 2 hours. So I probably I don't want to really leave you guys with much cuts. I don't want you guys to think I'm faking this. I'm really not. You guys can see my decision making and thought process in real time, but I'm starting to get a little tired here, so I will resume this either later today or tomorrow, but there will be a cut obviously in between this video. It's 12/18. We are on January 13th, so I'll get to January 15th. I'll get halfway through the month, and then there'll be one cut, and then I'll do the other half on another day. You'll see me probably wearing maybe the same thing. Maybe I'll do it later today, or I'll do it tomorrow. Market is closed tomorrow, so maybe that'd be good to do tomorrow as well. Anyways, let's watch this play out. We remember our biases here. Okay, we got a big dump pre-market, so okay, can't do anything until both NQ and ES takes one of London's levels. So let's just fast pace this until that happens. Just watching the 5-minute chart here, guys. Okay, ES took London highs. We want to see NQ in alignment though, so let's see if NQ touches that as well. Nope, nothing there. Okay, this might be a no trade day. Yeah, it's a no trade day. Let's go to the next day. The reason it's a no trade day, well, first of all, once again, because NQ and ES weren't aligned and they both didn't take that London high or low, look how much I avoided in this nonsense chop. Look at this chop that we avoided. We don't want to be trading in this. There's nothing high probability inside of this. So yeah, I'm fine with avoiding that. Let's go to the next day. Once again, I gotta get my levels marked out here. It might be similar. So we ended up taking those highs there. Our draws to the downside are still open, so mark this as DOL. Looks like we had some data this morning, maybe at 8:30. Yeah, we had PPI, and then we have a speech at 10 a.m., which might not decide to do much. Our London highs would be up here, along with data highs, if that's data highs. Yeah, that's data highs there. So let's just actually this would be London highs over here. 14375, and then we have data highs here. 133.5. And then we have previous day high. We have London lows, 944. Then lastly, we have previous day low right here. We have all these draws to the downside, essentially, all in the same spot too. So this is a nice liquidity pool down here, right? Previous day low, we have this draw on liquidity, and then we also have this major draw on liquidity from over here, all pretty much in the same spot. So that's very interesting. Let's see what else we have. We have, so what's the 4 hour? We have this unmitigated 4 hour high, right? So it's 4 hours. Let's just mark that. And then I don't care about this high, really? Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, let's mark this high. It could be a good target on a long trade. Okay, that's our NQ level. Let's go to ES now. ES would be the same. We would keep this here, but let's just say DOL. Assume it's the 15 minutes to get our London highs and lows here. So we have previous day high right there. Yeah, whatever. That'd be unmitigated 4 hour. Hold on 1 second. Okay, we have unmitigated 4 hour. Oh wait, okay, it's not up there. We tapped into this 4 hour on ES, which is interesting. Let's get rid of this. This would be London lows. Let's mark this unmitigated 4 hour down here, and then let's mark this high right here as a nice DOL, and then we can go mark our London high and data highs here. So London highs is below data highs, so I don't care. Let's just mark this as data highs. I use the 1 minute candle high and low for data, by the way. I've gotten edged before by not doing that, so I've learned my lesson. Use the 1 minute high and low from that data as your data high. Don't use like the 15 minute high or whatever. Okay, anyways, that's our levels on NQ and ES. Let's just mark this 4 hour unmitigated on NQ as well. Oh wait, no, 4 hour gap on there. Okay, just on ES. Let's just play the day out. So I'll finish this week off. No, I'll go this day and the next day, and then you'll see a cut too. But the screen will be the exact same when I end this, right? I'm just getting a little tired here, so I need to take a little break. Your decision making goes down, even in backtesting, right? I mean, I'm doing 14, 15 days in a row here, and still thinking. And you actually have to think faster in backtesting than you do in real time, because in real time you have you have a long time to think about your decision making. So if anything, backtesting is a bit harder than in real time, as long as you can control your emotions. I'd like to think I control my emotions very well, so it's not going to really affect me, my decision making. But the fact that I have to almost speed pace to make a decision here, backtesting, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's fast forward this really quickly. I want to see both ES and NQ aligned, taking a level at the same time. So if we don't take a level, no trade. We almost took London lows there. Okay, we took London lows, but not on ES, so let's keep, okay, right there. Let's go back. Okay, we just took London lows here on both ES and NQ. Now we can either take this reclaim and we can go long into data highs, which never got hit, right? Or we take a short down into, we have this nice 4 hour unmitigated on ES, so that's an easy target. Let's see if we have like a 1 hour unmitigated or something on ES, because if not, we have our drawn liquidity way down there. We don't have an unmitigated, but let's just mark this low out as a nice target if we do want to go short. Alright, let's see if we get a 5 minute candle closure below London lows on both ES and NQ. Then we can take that retest to go short into our next draw on liquidity, or we take a reclaim long, obviously to go long into data highs. If you notice, I've been only trading NQ as well. That's because it just moves much better, but I'm still using ES levels. We have this 1 minute, which would be nice if we inversed. Do we have any clean 30 seconds? No, not really. No, not at all. Okay. So in order to go long, as of right now, we would have to see this 1 minute get inversed up here, or like a really clean bullish engulfing, bullish pin bar. I haven't seen any of that in this session just yet, though. Okay, we have a 5 minute candle closure, pretty weak here. So let's look for a retest to go short at London lows here. It would be nice if we formed if we came back up and then we're able to inverse a 1 or 30 second or something like that there. We want to see that draw not get hit though, right? We want to leave that draw there. That way we can have something to target. Okay. ES just retested London low here. So let's see if we can get a 30-second inverse or a 1-minute inverse here. We don't really have anything on the 30-second. We have 1 minute right here though. See if we can continue. I would like a push higher, but if we start the reject here, I'll take this. Okay, nice clean inverse, no chop between this, so let's take the short here. First TP would be here, second TP would be these draws. 2.19 risk reward here, usually a little bit higher, but that's okay. Actually, let's use ES 4-hour fair value gap for our target and not this, because this is not even an unmitigated. So, okay, I don't know where our reward's going to be, but it's going to be somewhere probably close to this probably. We're going to take 3 contracts off. If we hit that and leave a runner for these lows here, or these lows on ES. Let's see how this plays out. Oh shit, I also just realized that we didn't get full size here. Okay, oh well. Alright, we got hit there. Let's see, I'm still open to this retest of London lows to go short here. Alright, we got nice movement so far here. Let's see if we inverse this 30-second. Okay. We have 30 seconds left in this 5-minute candle close. Yeah, I'm liking this. Let's go ahead and set up another short here. I could keep a protected stop loss up there, or we could just keep stop right here. We're not going to go full size here because it's a little bit risky entry, but I still do like it. TP, once again, is going to be all the way down there, but our first TP is going to be ES 4-hour fair value gap. So I don't know where that's going to be. This will be our break even right here. Okay, that was quick. Once again, still open to this reclaim or another re-entry. The thing about my strategy is I might take, you guys already saw the stats at the beginning of this video, but my risk reward is going to be very high. So it's okay if I take a couple losses to then take a big win. I wasn't full size on that either. We're starting to reclaim London lows here, which is interesting. We still have those data highs up top. It is already 11 o'clock though, so I don't really like, but we just inversed 5-minute on ES. See if we can inverse this one. Oh, boom. Okay, that's the candle that we wanted to see there. That's honestly the candle that we want. Let's go ahead and set up a short here. Yeah, absolutely. Just wiped both of these FEGs out. Yeah, we're going short here. We're going full size on this one, though. Stop loss is going to be above here. Let's go full size here. TP is going to be, once again, that 4-hour gap. It's somewhere around here. Once again, I don't know exactly where it's going to be on NQ. But we're going to, it's probably somewhere around there. So a nice 3.3 hour trade. See how this plays out. This would be our break even right here, by the way, guys. Okay, we're going break even here. Let me get rid of this just in case it's lower. Because remember, this is our target. ES, we're using ES to target on NQ because we don't have anything on NQ, absolutely nothing until these draws down here. So we will leave runners on this trade. edging us right now. What a fucking edge. All right, there it goes. So this would be exactly a 3.5 hour trade to my first TP. I'm going to take 5 contracts off here. We will hold 3 runners. Now 3 runners once again will be this DOL on ES or our first DOL on NQ, which is down. It's going to be right here. It's going to be this low on NQ. Alright, our runners have a target of 7.5 R on the runners. Let's see how this trade plays out. Let's go to the 1 minute chart and just speed this up, whether we get hit break even or a nice target there. We hit big boy trades sometimes, right? This is where our money is made. If we get to do hit break even on the runners, that is okay as well. Alright, we've just made a nice structure low here and high. So the only time I'll trail my stops, other than the beginning of this video, I was being a dumbass. I don't know why I trail my stop. I never do that. But when I hold runners, I trail my runners. If we get like a nice structure, lower high, I will then trail my runners. So let's go ahead and trail these runners to this high we just made. Now I don't want to trail it to this high, this like 1 minute high. I want to see like a nice 5 minute structure or 15-minute structure, as you can see here. And if I pull up this, our EMAs that we talked about, we are in a well-established trend on the day, right? We opened up here, we're trending lower. We have our 9 EMA trending lower, so those EMAs acting as resistance as well. Let's see if we continue lower for a full-on downtrend today. Yep, let's watch this play out. Okay, trail stop got hit there. Let's watch the rest of this day just to see what would happen if we didn't trail our stop. Yeah, break even would got hit anyway. That's why I trail my stop once we get structure. So very nice trade. That was about a I don't even know what that was. 3-hour trade. We had 1.2 thousand on that trade. So once again, took 2 losses, right? But small losses, 200, 250, and then we come around and hit a $1,200 win. And that's the beauty of my strategy, man. Losses don't affect me because the wins are so big. Let's go ahead and skip to the last day. This will be the last day I'm doing right now, and then you'll see a cut. The screen will not change because I'm getting tired, bro. Holy shit, we must have had CPI this day. Let's see. Core inflation, yeah, CPI, we got CPI, and then 9:20 we have a Fed speaker, 10 o'clock we have another Fed speak. So a couple Fed speakers today. Let's go ahead and mark our key levels, and then, yeah, cue the fast pace. Okay, so really quick buys for the day. We tap into this 4-hour fair value gap and reject, sweep this low and high as well. That looks good for shorts back into data lows. Obviously, I would be open to taking longs as well, but I prefer that. And then same thing on ES or NQ back down into data lows. So that's very quick, simple buys. Obviously, we're open to any direction now. Swap the 5 and 1, and let's start this session. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, session is open. See if we can take London high on both ES and NQ. Okay, we just took London high on both ES and NQ. We have a nice fair value gap here. We are about to tap into a 4-hour unmitigated on ES. We already tapped into that same. No, we haven't. That 4-hour unmitigated is way up here on NQ. Okay, interesting. We could take a long to target this 4-hour fair value gap as well. So let's see how we react to it. 5-minute close above, and then pull back. It's confirmation on the 1 minute or the 30-second. We could go long, or we sweep this high. We get confirmation to go short. I'd like to see ES at least take this 4-hour gap here. Okay, this is interesting. So we got that strong 5-minute close above London high, but we're right next to this 4-hour gap. I'm open to this long, but I'd prefer the short. Let's see if we can inverse this 30-second here. But this long also looks decent, right? Let's just watch. I wouldn't do anything yet. Okay. Didn't quite inverse that, but I like this failure. Let's see if we have a 1 minute. Yeah, we have this 1 minute, so let's move this down actually. Let's see if we inverse this 1 minute. Okay. Not the best like entry here because it dumped a lot, but our target is all the way down here. I mean, we could target session lows here. That would be a good trim. Yeah, let's target session lows first. Second target would be all the way down there. Let's take a short. Let's go short. Five contracts. Should we buy? Yeah, fuck it. Let's get one more. Oh, yeah, perfect. $400 risk. Let's go short. Boom. First target would be a 3-to-1. That's actually perfect. I didn't think it'd be that good. Okay. And then final target would be all the way down here, but we would take 4 contracts off at a 3-to-1. See what happens here. I don't like that we didn't tap into this 4-hour fair value gap on ES. That's the only thing. I mean, we don't need to go lower, but it would make me a lot more confident. Oof. I thought we were about to edge me and then go lower. Okay, we got stopped out there. Let's see if we can tap into this 4-hour. That's why I was a little nervous, because we never tapped into that 4-hour gap. Really quick, I'll check my win rate after this session. This is the last one I'm doing before the cut, so. Okay, we're getting a break above London highs now. This looks very bullish to me. We just tapped into that 4-hour on ES. This looks... Hey. Man, these damn cats. Hold on. The fat one's a bitch. The fat one be bullying the other ones. Okay. This is a little tricky. This is where I would rather wait to take a trade. Reason being is you have NQ looking good for longs, but ES sweeping this 4-hour and this London high. Would rather wait for short entry here. So let's see if we can inverse this 1, then I'll go short. We might just turn this 1 into a long entry, but I'm not gonna take this because of ES right here. Yep, so we turn this 1 minute fair value gap into a long entry. But like I said, don't like where ES is right there, so I wouldn't go long. We probably slow grind higher today. So if we can come back down and retest the London high and then inverse, then maybe I'll go long. I don't know yet. Let's see this action here. Yeah, we're probably just gonna slow grind higher today. Let's put my EMAs here. This well-structured trend. Okay, interesting. I just want to copy this EMA to this chart here, and then this as well. Okay, so this is interesting. We are retesting this on ES. If we're able to inverse right now, yeah, I do like this long entry here. We have a nice target up top. This is a just a break and retest on NQ. We have this 9 EMA sitting right here as well. Let's see if we inverse this. We'll take a long here. Okay, interesting so far. Decent 5-minute close, but not the best. I'm no longer gonna take that inverse since we chopped around there. Let's continue to watch this. Okay, now we got the full tap back into this. Do we have any 1-minute gaps here? No, we don't. Ooh, nice bullish engulfing here. This is the true retest of London highs now on ES. This looks pretty clean. So this is one of those scenarios where it's a bullish engulfing and not an inverse. But I do like it, just not the best. I'm going to opt out on not taking it, but this could work. This is like a C plus setup here. If we were to go long here and target 4-hour fair value gap unmitigated up top. Yep, good no entry there. So it's like you could take that, but just rather not. Now, the better trade here was the short, which we tried earlier. Maybe we get that here now that ES is breaking down. Let's see if NQ breaks down as well, though. We don't want to see NQ hold here because I'm feeling a slow grind today, guys. Or just a chop. Let's see if we inverse this 30-second. Ooh, that's a strong inverse. I'm taking this long. Alright, TP is going to be this 4-hour. High of day is going to be our break even. Alright, this is a 3.4-hour trade. Notice how we're trading supply and demand combined with ICT. ICT mostly just fair value gaps for our extra confirmation on our trade. So if we just traded supply and demand and regular candlesticks like bullish engulfings and stuff like that, we would have a lower probability of winning, which is why I combine ICT as well, just to get a little bit of higher win rate, but we have such a high risk reward. Just tap back into that 30-second. I don't really like this action so far. This might be a loss here, but maybe not. I want to see us just push off here. Enough fucking around. Let's take some risk off the table and move it up a little bit here. So just, I don't think if we hit this, we're probably gonna hit my stop here. So this is now a 4.2-hour trade. Let's see. Yeah. See, I was right about that. Yeah, so good job moving our stop there. Typically won't move our stop, but when I have confidence like that, I'll move it. Still open to the short if NQ fails, but I feel like we're just going to have a slow grind higher today. Okay, interesting. We are retesting London highs just about now. Bam. That might be our conference. Yeah. There's nothing that we really inversed here, but let's check the 2-minute. We did inverse this 3-minute, which is nice. Is this the 3-minute close as well? It is the 3-minute close. Okay, let's set up another long here. Oops. Stop below that candle. TP once again is 4-hour unmitigated. Because I feel like we're just going to slow grind higher today. Let's put our break even right there. Our risk to reward is about 3.9, almost 4R here. Let's see how this plays out. Then we got hold today. I'm open to one more long entry here. I'm not giving up on this long bias yet. Guys, we have to take this again. We have to, right? Like, this is our entry cards here. I think we just got hoed this first couple times. I mean, look at this price action. It's first of all, it's not good. I don't want to blame it on the price action, but come on. Let's be real here. We have to take this 30-second inverse again, bro. It's just too clean. The reason I like these so much is we're inversing in one candle inverse, one candle inverse. Those are so powerful. All right, round 18. All right, trade number 3. Now my rule is 3 trades max a day, so this would be my last trade on this particular session. Once again, it's gonna be about a 4-hour trade. This one's a little bit better, 4.43. Let's see if we can catch a fucking dub here. Break even is still that line that we had before. No, I don't like this. I no longer like this trade at all. Look how many times ES is rejecting this. I mean, this could still work out, but we're gonna mitigate some risk here. We're gonna move our stop up to this low. Once we get that inverse, we want to see it immediately push. If it doesn't immediately push, like right now, I would probably be like after I see these candles, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna take the trade off. You gotta let the trade breathe. But I'm very inconfident in this position at this point. Can you guys see my cat right now? Come here, Bob. All right. Yeah, we got stopped out here. We got hoed today. All right, let's just fast forward this. Okay, looks like we don't slow grind higher. I was wrong. That's why I don't like biases. I kind of kept the bias for too long there. Look, yeah, we're going to do it. I feel like we're going to do it, guys. No more 30-second inverses this late in the day. But we just inverse this 5. And we're reclaiming London lows. All right. Last try here. Keep our stop. Yeah, it's a fine stop loss there. Same break even as always. Break even's gonna be right there this time. This is a 5.6 hour trade. Don't marry bias is what they say, right? Oh my goodness. Our stop loss just got edged right there. All right, let's go break even. Risk-free trade at this point. Let's see if my thesis is correct. Is this a 32-hour trade? Oh, no, never mind. It's 5.6 risk-reward trade, so very nice. Sub-bomb. It is already 2-something in the day, but let's take some partials off at high a day, possibly. If we don't get any volume here, partials at high a day is valid as fuck. Okay, I like this volume push above high a day, though. We're not going to take any partials just yet. It's still only 2:30. We have an hour and a half left in the day. I still like this 4-hour unmitigated as a target. Can't see my play button. All right, what I want to see is this high that was back here now hold as support. So I will very rarely trail my stop, but I will trail my stop if we make a new high here. Okay, just made a new high. Stop will be trailed. So no matter what, we make 1.1K. We make back all of our losses on the day, right? In one trade. Let's see if full TP can hit though. Okay. Trail stop loss just got hit there, and it looks like a very good trail. Yep, it's 4 o'clock, so market would be closed. Nice trade there. I think we made back all our losses there. We took 4 losses. We took 5 trades today. Damn. All right, that's very rare. We wouldn't be taking that in real time. In real life, we would not be taking that. I guess in the backtesting session got carried away here. Where are our losses here? Let's pull up our. But that is it right now. You guys will see a cut here. I want to see where I took these trades though. Where I went wrong here. All these were longs, right? We had one short at 9:56. We went short. Ah, that's right. That break of that London high. And then we went long. 10:42, 10:58, and 11:08. Just look at this. Let's see if we made any mistakes here. I am getting fucking tired, so I could just be making mistakes here. Pretty choppy pullback. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these EMAs as well. trying to see if I made any mistakes on these entries. 1044, 1058. So, ooh, 1044 we went long. Yeah. Did we go long at 10? Oh, that was our exit time. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong time. 1038 we went long. I like this entry. I do like this entry. We got stopped out at 744. That's fine. That's with the trend. And then 1052 is a re-entry. This entry is okay. It's not the best. I definitely could avoid taking that and wait for a deeper pullback. Let's see what the 30-second look like. I could see why. Nah, that's a bad entry. Reason being is we didn't inverse anything, right? What did we inverse here? We're not inversing that small ass little gap. We didn't inverse anything on the 1 minute. So honestly, I'm gonna take this off because I wouldn't have took this in real time. We're gonna take this 1030. Where's this at? Because this is not a part of our strategy, right? We didn't inverse anyone. We didn't inverse any 30 seconds. So we're gonna take this 1052 trade off. Like, I'm just so delusional right now because I'm tired. That's why I'm like, if it's a valid entry, I am keeping that loss in here, of course. 1052. Let's see. 11 o'clock. I think there's a valid entry at 11 o'clock as well. Yeah, we inversed this one. It didn't work out, but I'm keeping that loss in there. Absolutely. That was a good loss. And then our net last trade was right there at 1232, which is nice. 1232 was right here. We reclaimed. We inversed this 5 minute. Almost got edged out there, but very nice. Very nice. So on this day, what did we lose? 400 plus 320. Let me do that math real quick. 4, 320, 372. So we lost. Oh shit! Whoops. We lost 1,000, and then we made that back. So we're up $100 something on this day. And as you see, it's a very tricky day. Like, we have CPI in the morning. We don't get back any of that move. We tried the short, which I liked. I would take that short in real time. So we tried the short right here. We tried the long with the trend right here. I like that entry, and then I like this second entry too. Both of them didn't work out though. We did catch the third and final entry, and then we hit high of day, trailed our stop, and that trail stop got hit. So to come out on green on a choppy day like this with no draws being hit, that's pretty fucking solid. A little bit of drama though there. I'm going to go ahead and look at these stats. You guys will look at it with me. This is going to be for the first 15 days of 2025. So it's going to be this session here. Let's go to our dashboard. Let's go only the BBR. This is another session I was doing. But okay, as you can see, not quite a 3-to-1, but you can see as the rest of this month goes on, we'll probably hit a 3-to-1. 60% win rate, that'll probably drop to 55%. And let's go to the P&L calendar. All right, this is halfway through January. We have not took a single red day. We've had a lot of days where we didn't take a trade, which you'll notice that happens quite a bit. But we haven't had a single red day yet. All green days, and you'll notice big week 2. And also, January is very, very slow, right? Now, once we get into March, April, May, June, July, you'll see these big days a lot more often. You'll see more volatility. The market won't be as slow. You'll see a lot more days we'll trade. But especially like in December, if we backtest December, once we get to December, you'll see it's a very slow month. We have holidays and all that. And then this is New Year's, day after New Year. So market's slow, starting to heat up. I guarantee the second half of February is going to be pretty solid. But anyways, you see this is at 60% win rate, 2.6 profit factor. This is my win-loss right here, 1.77. This will go up to about 3, almost guarantee it. And yeah, so you guys will see a cut, but just to make sure you know where we left off of, we're going to continue this session. It's going to be bring me to this screen right here. This is exactly where we're going to start off in the next cut. So it'll either be later today or tomorrow where I'll finish off the rest of this back test. So see you guys then.
All right, guys, this is the same day. I figured I'd just knock it out right now, but let's just jump right back into it. I got some food in me. Took a little bit of a break, so I'm going to try to knock the rest of this session out. Let's remind you guys of the stats and myself. So we have a very, usually this is a weird win rate to have for us because it's usually way higher. We haven't had a red day yet, I believe. Yeah, no red days left. Knock on wood there. I'm sure we'll have a red day here somewhere. Win percentage, 60%. This will probably drop to like 55%. And then this win rate should go up. This risk reward. So let's just jump into the next session. So let's go to sessions, ICT, and let's just put continue the session, right? So this is January 15th. I think this is where we left. Yeah, this is where we took those losses and then the last win. Okay. So let's go to the next session, January 16th. Start of New York session. All right, let's mark our levels. You guys know the drill. I'm sorry if you guys can hear me chewing, but okay. We have this 4 hour gap that we tapped into. We have another 4 hour up here, which is interesting. I'm going to have to take this short. Unmitigated 4 hour right there. We have London highs, right? So it's the 1 hour chart. Oh, we are on 1 hour chart. Right, that's unmitigated 1 hour then, not 4 hour. London highs is, what the heck? We push heavy. Okay, London highs all the way up there. London lows is right here, right where it says. Oops. London lows. I honestly really like this low is looking juicy. This low is looking really juicy. We have this trend line liquidity. Yeah, that low is looking good. If we could somehow get a break and retest short of London lows today, target this DOL, that looks juicy. And then this 1 hour unfilled gap looks juicy as well. It's just the 1 hour. Alright, that is NQ's levels. Let's get rid of data lows. Let's get rid of, we'll leave this here as a DOL. London lows, let's pull this 4 hour chart. We'll leave that there as a DOL. That's a good DOL. 1 hour. Yeah, looks good. Let's go to yes. I got beef, zucchini, rice, onions. Oh, this fire, y'all. Alright, nice 4 hour. Unmitigated here. We'll take this off. We'll go to the 1 hour chart. Let's just take data lows off. I don't really like that. Let's take that off. I don't really like that, but we can leave this low here. We have a 1 hour unmitigated right next to a 4 hour. So these are really nice. I'm really liking shorts today. Nice unmitigated. We broke this trend as well. We just have to get confirmation, and shorts look good. I usually don't have this big of a bias, but shorts do look good. That doesn't mean I'm not open to longs at all, though. I'm still open to longs as always. You guys already know that. That's London highs, and then we'll have London lows right there. Mark this out as London lows. All right. Those are our levels. We kind of have a slight bias to the downside, but nothing too crazy. Let's remind ourselves we got $400 risk for a trade. Okay. Oops. Oh, let's check news as well. Any news? January 16th. We have 10 a.m. news, yes. So maybe we be patient until 10 a.m. We will see. London highs and lows are pretty far away here. So let's just speed this up. See if we can hit one of these highs or lows. We gotta hit both, remember. Prefer break and retest London lows. Yeah, that'd be nice. Let's speed this up to one of these hit. Alright, market open. What a dump off open. ES did not move though. Okay. Let's continue to watch this. We just took those lows. Alright, we took those lows on both. Now let's block it. We can either take one of two things, as you guys have been saying it the whole time here. Either we take a long on a reclaim of London lows, break even right here would be good break even, and then target session highs, or we go short on a break and retest of London lows. This looks pretty good for longs if NQ can reclaim here. Let's go ahead and find our, this 1 minute looks great. Let's go to the 30 seconds, see if we have anything smooth there. Nothing smooth on the 30 seconds, so yeah. We reclaim and inverse this one, that looks good for longs. If not, we can take this break and retest short to go down into our draws to the downside. Let's see. Okay, that's a nice 5 minute candle close as far as shorts go, but we need to see ES get weak as well. Ooh, I'm liking this short, guys. But we need to see ES weak as well. But this looks good on NQ. This 1 minute inverse. Didn't quite inverse there. We did inverse a 30 second though. Let's take this short. I would like to see ES. Technically this is a little bit risky. I probably shouldn't be taking this, but this is good. It looks good though. Alright, risking $400. Let's risk $350 because it's not like the best. Let's go break even at those lows. Target would be the, damn, target's all the way down here. Alright, we will have to find, let's find a closer target here. Alright, these lows is a good first target. Yeah, okay, so we'll target this low first and then leave runners for that low. Should be a pretty nice risk reward trade here. We should at least hit this break even. Alright, so first target, yep, 3 to 1, very nice. What's this 1 hour candle look like? Okay. Still have 7 minutes left. 5 minute chart looks so good. The only thing that's like, is ES. Let's play this out. Let's play it out on the 30 second chart. Uh-oh. Nice. Okay, I don't like how we're holding right now. Probably gonna get stopped on this trade. This is why I should be waiting for ES. Technically, I shouldn't. I probably want to take this in real time. Okay, yes, might give it to us. Possibly? No. Okay. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? That's why sometimes it's better to go with the protected stop loss up here. Oh well. Alright, let's continue to watch this. Took an L right there. Could possibly take a long back into that high as well. We just swept out this low. Interesting. Let's look at this 1 hour candle. This looks very interesting for a long back up into London lows. Yeah, we might take this. Let's see if we get confirmation of an inverse right here. If we inverse this 32nd, we'll try this. Has to be one candle inverse though. I don't want to see it. Oh, okay, we get exactly that. We gotta test this, guys. Back in, long here. Risk about $400. Oh, 445. Fuck it. Long. Nice 5-minute candle as well. This is gonna be our break-even target. What's this 1 hour? Is this a 1 hour high? No, not quite. But this is 15-minute look like. Ooh, we have a 15-minute fair value gap right here. So this is gonna be our target. Right there. This high. We're not even gonna go break even. We'll go break even if we touch London lows, I guess. Yeah, that'll be a break even at London lows. TP will be. We're just gonna take full profit probably because it's yeah, because this is counter trend. It's a little bit higher risk, but we will be reclaiming a low with this 15-minute gap. That's fine. Do we have a 5-minute here? Let's target this high. Up this high right here. Started that old 5-minute. Reason being, I usually would target all the way up here, but this is counter trend. So, all right, let's see what happens here. I'm kind of trying to speed run this one because my fucking brain hurt last time for going so slow. Okay, kind of want to go break even already. Not gonna lie to you guys. Retest the London lows. Yeah, I'm going break even. I'm going at least below this gap. Would I do this in real time? Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that in real time. Let's wait. Thank fuck. Okay, now I'd go break even. After we touch London lows here. Holy shit, we're getting edged. Our break even is getting edged. Beautiful as in dancing in. That's clean. Let's go. I'm taking this off. Might have had too much coffee on my break. So we'll do long 10. We'll take 60% off here. Sell 60. Runners break even. Our final target is going to be up there. So we have about a 3.5 our final target. Let's see. What does 1 hour candle look like? 1 hour candle looks pretty bearish. If it taps to a 15-minute, we're gonna take this off. Ooh, this looks really good. This looks really good. Okay. So, retapped back into a 15-minute, retested London lows, failed it. Also had a, no, that's just a 15-minute. Bearish engulfing here, retested this, inverse this 1 minute as we failed London lows. Let's go down to the 30-second, see if we got to clean it. Oh, this is the 30-second. Okay, what's the 1 minute look like? This looks good. Let's try another short entry. I technically would be going short after this candle, but I missed it, so I'm not gonna go back. In real time though, my entry would be right here. It's okay though. All right, stop above there. Let's get a couple more contracts. That's good enough. TP is gonna be session lows, first target. Actually, do we have a nice draw down here? Yeah, session lows would be first target. So what's this hourly chart? Fuck. I actually don't really like this short, actually. Now that I'm looking at the higher time frame. Still swept this low. We have no unmitigated till here. We're not going to take this short, guys. It may work out. This looks pretty clean, but, yeah, I don't like that. Let's see what happens here. Shit. Okay. Okay, X the decision to not go short there. We would have got stopped out. because we still swept this low. It's 10:20. It's a tricky day so far. If we come back up and sweep this high again, I'd be more interested and more inclined to take this. Let's get rid of these gaps here. Okay. Let's keep watching this. This looks like another failure. Let's watch. Just keep watching. I don't really like... It's pretty choppy, right? Do you really want to get caught up in this chop? Probably not, right? If anything, we take a break and retest of this low here. Yeah, I like this break and retest of this low here. Let's go into the 5-minute chart. Okay. Ooh, that's clean. Look at that retest of London lows there. Very strong rejection. Do we have any 30-second gaps here? No, but I kind of want to take this. I wouldn't take it in real time though, so I'm gonna opt out. But I think we go short here. I think we go lower. Our break even would have been hit right here, so it would have been a risk-free trade, but damn, this is so shit. Look at this action so far. What does hourly candle look like? Okay. Once again, I like if we sweep this hourly high. I still like the sweep of hourly high for a short here would be clean. This is such shitty price action. I would have probably walked away by now. Let's just fast forward this. Okay, we might get this sweep of this hourly high. Okay, that's a pretty bullish 15-minute candle, but I like this hourly sweep. We did inverse this hourly fair value gap as well. Let's just peek at the 4-hour real quick. We have this gap down here. This gap looks so good. Let's see how we react to this 15-minute once again. I may go short here. This long could work into London highs as well. Let's watch this price action here. I'm not convinced either way right now. We did sweep that low though. Maybe a no trade day. Let's see. Well, other than that first trade we took. Alright, I'll go short if we inverse this 3-minute. By the way, what time frame am I looking for inverses on? I'm looking for it on the 1-minute, 3-minute, or 30-second. Or 5-minute or 15. That's even better, but okay. Let's check this 15-minute. We didn't. I mean, we're still inside this 15-minute, right? Just rejected the top of it. ES did not inverse the 15-minute either. I'm still open to shorts here, even though it's a little tricky. Okay, we might get that short right here. Didn't get that 3-minute close there, or retested London lows. It's so tricky because now we're tapping into a 5-minute, retesting London lows, already swept it out. Longs look decent still here. Okay. Okay. We have 30 seconds till this closes here. Okay. We gotta try this short, guys. It's kind of short bias going into the day with those draws to the downside. As I'll just remind you guys why. We have this very obvious draw down here that we probably want to go to after a really big extension and trendline liquidity. Yeah, let's go short here. We got a 3-minute inverse. Let's set up our short. Break even would be low of day. Let's go to the 1 minute, see if we can get, yeah, that our stop loss should be right there. We'll sell 2 more. Perfect, 6 contracts. TP will be drawing liquidity down here. It's 4 hour unfilled. We'll go break even right there. Let's see, this should be a nice risk to reward trade. Nice 4.5 risk to reward. All right, let's see what happens here. ES, I would like to see ES lose back below this London low as well. And I want to see this 5 minute close week on NQ, or else this is a loss. All right, nice 5 minute closure there. We see the push below London lows here. I don't like us holding on ES, but I still like this structure forming on NQ. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. Let's see a nice 5 minute close here. Nice retest there. Perfect. Let's see ES break London lows. Perfect. Break even got hit. Let's go break even. Final TP's down here. Honestly, we can hold runners here, because we have this. Yeah, let's hold runners. Final TP would be this 1 hour untapped. We're going to go mostly off here. We're going to have four contracts off here, so at our draw liquidity there, or we get hit break even. I always say, like, if worst case scenario is break even, we're sitting in a pretty good spot. See, I know a lot of traders that would take this and they would just take profit at 1-to-1 until low of day, which boom, you could do, but your expected value in the long run taking such low risk reward trades is not going to be good. Well, it can be good, but it's not going to be as good as mine. Trading a high win rate. But you have to have the mental fortitude. I have the mental fortitude to sit through, you know, being up a lot and then getting hit break even, or having a lower win rate. Because I know in the long run, it favors me, right? All right, we did get hit break even there. We did sweep these lows again. NQ wants to be a cunt to those. That draw to downside still looks good. If we get another re-entry, I'm going to take it. Let's get rid of some of these fair value gaps here. Let's continue to watch this. We do have clean trendline liquidity now as well on ES. What the fuck? Why does TradeZilla do that sometimes? Like, keeps moving the chart up and down. I'm not even scrolling. Okay, let's see if on this retest we get a inverse here. We could inverse this one, but we already bounced off it. Do we have like a 3 minute? This 3 minutes much cleaner. I want to see a 1 candle inverse this. Okay. We did inverse this one. Fuck it, I'm gonna go short here. A little bit early, but I'm liking this. Retest of London lows. ES trendline liquidity. Still have this super obvious draw down here. Okay. It's a pretty nice risk to reward trade as well. Alright, this is a 6 hour trade. You'll see me hit these kind of trades every now and then. We hit 11R on live the other day. 11R. Alright, let's see how this plays out. I'd like to see this 3 minute inverse. It didn't quite inverse here, but maybe this next candle. Oh shit. Or we get stopped. Oh, it just edged us. Let's go. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. I gotta eat this food before it gets cold, bro. No, All right. We got stopped out again there. Bro, it's just playing with us. Look at this. I know we're gonna dump. I am so convinced we're gonna dump. Bro, we inverse this 5 again. Dude, I want to like keep taking these losses, these tiny losses, but like. I'm liking this short again, guys. Let's try it one more time. Or we can wait for... Let's wait a little bit. I want to see a clean inverse like that. Alright, let's go back to 2 candles. This is where I'll take it at. Right here. Super clean inverse there. Let's go short on this inverse. Stop above this 1 minute inverse. Once again, same target. We're going to continue to target the same target. When you have a draw on liquidity that looks like this, you got to, and you're taking risk reward. This is an 18-hour trade. Holy fuck. Okay, I've never taken this high of a risk reward trade. That's insane. I'm going to go light because I don't want this to like screw up the stats. This is a little bit, I mean, I would take this in real time. So I don't want to say it's unrealistic, but I've never seen this before. The highest I took was it was like a 16R in real time. We're not going to go full size here because if this does hit, I don't want you guys to be like, oh, you just hit the one trade. Whatever. You guys can see this whole month, right? Holy fuck, 5K. I don't want this to screw up the stats, but I like this. Like, I would take this. Hopefully I lose this. Let's see. Break even at those lows. Okay, break even. The reason we're going break even is because of this right here. Okay, let's just speed this up and see what happens. I hope I get hit break even, just so I don't have to hear you guys bitch in the comments. But I would take this every day of the week. Yup. Yeah, this is gonna hit. This draw on liquidity is so obvious when you have something. Okay, so let me run you guys through this once again. You have this huge up candle where we left this draw down here, and then we slow down momentum the next day, and we tap into another 4-hour draw up here. This is just so obvious. Don't tell me this is a daily draw. It's a daily draw too. You have this daily fair value gap here. Like, this was so obvious that we're going lower. I honestly kind of want to TP right now just so you guys like our bitch, but I would take this in real time, so I gotta let this play out. I have told you over and over again that our wins, you know, most of our profits comes from one singular win, and I didn't even go full size on this trade either. I did $300 risk. Let's see if this hits. No, we got edged. Did we get edged? I would hold runners too if this does hit. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold runners just because. But realistically, if we hit this, I would hold runners for this 1 hour gap down here. Oh man, we got edged. No way it edged us. Wow. Wait a minute. Oh! Buzzer beater! Buzzer beater! Holy shit, 159. We get filled out 159. And we were this close from hitting our break even. No fucking way. This is what I mean though. So I have to sit here. This is exactly what I mean. If you're a little bitch and you can't handle if you can't control your mental, you will not be able to sit in a trade that goes this far in profit and let it run back all the way here to then let it go to target. But I'm very confident in my draw on liquidities that I can sit here and do that. Now, if you can't do that, then you might as well don't pursue something else. Don't be a trader. The best traders in the world can sit through that knowing that their edge is in their favor, and over the course of 100 trades, 1,000 trades, their edge is going to be very, very good if they hold to their targets, right? If they don't take these babies. So that was a 18-hour trade. I honestly be holding runners, but market just closed. But I want to see what happens after hours here. Yep, boom. In that 1 hour, he gets hit as well. So, like, perfect read. That's what I'm talking about. So, okay, we took one loss today, 415, and then $4,900 win. Off, mind you, I'm only risking $400 a trade. Right there, I only risk $300. So that's the beauty of having a high risk-reward strategy. And now, if we look at the P&L calendar, just want to show you guys, and this is typically what my P&L calendar will look like as well. So if you go to January, you'll see, damn, I even called this, didn't I? I said the rest of January, I'm probably going to get hit a really big trade. But anyways, now we have a really big day, and that's typically what you'll see. You'll see like small loss days or break-even days or no trade days, and you'll see me hitting big days like that. So win rate 60%, risk reward is 2.63. This should go up more as the rest of January goes. Let's just continue playing this. Really fucking played one day, and I'm already looking at the stats. What the fuck? How do I go back? Alright, continue the session. Let's go into the next day. Alright, what did we do overnight? Ooh, damn, and look at that. So that draw was, oh my goodness, did we have news? We had housing permits. That moved that much? Oh no, that wasn't even housing permits. That's just price action. Holy fuck, what a move. Okay, so we tap into our 4 hour that we left behind. That's a beautiful long overnight. Now I want to start swinging futures because that's, come on now. So we talked about this draw being super obvious. Hold on. I might have to take this call real quick. Let me take this call. Just so you guys know I'm not chilling. I'm going to just fast forward it. I'm going to mute me though. Yo. I can't see your text for some reason.
Alright.
Alright, peace. Alright, that's my boy just calling me. He's working on something for y'all. The other admin, he's working on something for y'all. Providing a lot of value there. So that's dope. Alright, anyways. We are going to get right back into it. Okay. Where we at here? Alright, so we got this massive move overnight. Let's go ahead and mark our key levels. So all these key levels go away, right? All these lines go away. Our draw liquidity goes away. This is our new draw, which is 21,171.75. Split DOL. London high is up here now. 21,540.25. 540, no, 612.75. Okay. And then, let me see. Sorry, my boy's texting me again. Let me answer this real quick. Okay. Where we at here? We got, okay, it's 4 hour. We tapped into a 4 hour here, or 1 hour, and 4 hours, so it's 4 hour. We have our DOL down here. That's really all I see, and we'll have our London low here. Ray. 3 a.m. would be right there. This would be our 3 a.m. kind of low. 27150. Mark this out. London low. Okay, that's all of our draws there. I don't like trading days where we open right at a London high or low, unless we get a pullback somehow off open. And yeah. But other than that, like, I really don't like these days. We could always trade them, but you know what I mean. Trying to think here. All right, we'll see. So MES. London high is right here. We have the obvious draw to the upside. Our London low is right here. This is our chart. London low is right there. We have a really clean draw. We have previous day low right here. Alright, that's honestly all we need on this day. Alright, it is a Friday. Let's check news. I always forget to check news. We have something at 9:15 already came out. Okay. Alright, it's gonna come out right now. Alright, let's just play this. Remember, we want to see both of them in alignment here, so. And we could possibly take this sweep of London highs. I don't like taking sweeps right off open, but if we get something super clean, then I will take it. Okay, with What time is this? This is 9:28, 9:29. Okay, so this is our London high up here. This is our London high up here. Given that our London low is all the way down here, like I said, if my London low and London high don't get hit, no trades. Let's just fast forward this. Yeah, this is a shit day. See, I can already tell you what a shit. Look, what I say before we open. If we open right into London highs, probably don't like this day already. ES is slowly grinding higher all day, but NQ hasn't done shit. And do we even hit London? We don't even hit London highs. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's just go on to the next one. Start New York session. What is this? Monday, January 20th. All right, let's go 4 hour time frame. DOL up there, it's very obvious. We have London highs 704, 125. London highs, we have our London lows at 3 a.m. Let's go to 3 a.m. So we got London low, 538. 4 hour gap. It could be a nice draw. I don't really have a bias coming into this day. I do like that we kind of are breaking this trend line here. It's gonna be a tricky day. I can already kind of see it. We might just chop around this day. Maybe not though. All right, we have London lows. This is what I would like the most. Is if this is kind of my, like I said, I don't like biases going today, but we did break this trend line, and I do like this. All these draws up here are very obvious. With this draw, we have this draw, with all these draws to the upside. That would be nice if we hit those. So if we tap into this 4 hour gap, I'd like that. Do we have any 1 hour gaps here? Same thing. Or London lows is valid as well. So possibly one of those. All right, let's watch this. 4 hour gap tap into is probably my favorite. Let's mark ES real quick. So on ES, we have London highs up here. We have this draw liquidity above. We have London lows right here. We also have a 4 hour unmitigated. Yeah, this looks really clean, guys. If we can tap into this 4 hour sweep London lows, I like this into the draws above. If not, then we can go short. But I wouldn't really want to short into a 4 hour gap. That's unmitigated. So that's the plan. A little bit long bias, but always open-minded. It looks like we have some news this day as well. So we probably get back this news. I'm even open to taking a short at London highs because this 4 hour draw is pretty obvious to the downside as well. Let's see if we can get a London high, sweep, and short, and then we could go long at London lows. That's probably the ideal scenario here. Let's see. Shit. Okay, London highs is up here now. Okay, it is market open in the next 1 minute. Ooh, if we also tap into this DOL and ES, yeah, I'm liking this short down into our 4 hour below, and I still like that long below, but we'll see how we react right there. We might just flush through this low into our next DOL. Or we could just grind higher today. So let's just watch price action and see what it tells us here. Okay, so immediately we take our London high. If we're able to show some confirmation, I am open to a short. Given that we're extending as well, we have a very nice break even, which would be right here. Or right here, we can go break even as well. Let's play this out. Okay, we're starting to push above it a little bit. I would like to see ES tap into that draw. We're holding nicely above this. No clean 5-minute closure yet, but we could go long to target this DOL if we get confirmation. If not, if ES taps into this draw liquidity, which is this 4 hour high right here, and we sweep it, we definitely are still open to shorts, to data lows. We do have a clean fair value gap right here as well. So if ES taps into it and then we inverse this one, this would be a clean entry, in my opinion. This would be like an A- entry. Okay, even better entry for us is right here. And ES just swept those. And we inverse a 30-second. Yeah, we inverse 2 30-second gaps here. I'm going to go short here. This is a little bit risky because we're completely counter trend, but look how this momentum slowed down a lot. We just swept out this DOL on ES. We just inversed this 1 minute on NQ. We have to test this short. Our risk reward is insane as always. So let's test this short here. Let's risk $400. Or we won't go full risk. We'll risk 276 because, holy shit, our risk reward is insane again. Like, these are the kind of trades we're really hitting here. We will take partials probably if we have any 1 hours though. Yeah, we have this 1 hour gap here, so we'll take partials. This will be our first target, and then we'll hold runners. Let's pull up our short. This could very easily get stopped out as well, but this is why we trade our high risk reward strategy. All right, 7 R's for our first target. We'll take off like 70% of our position there. Let's see what happens here. It's like a B plus setup here. Okay, we get swept instantly. That's cool. I'm still open to re-entry here. Possibly. I'm not liking, let's take this off. This 5 minute is pretty fucking bullish though. Okay. Maybe 15 minute. We have this unfilled 15, which would be a nice. If we're able to retest London high and then hold on both ES and NQ, I like this long. If not, this short is definitely still in play. We have this 4 hour down here. We have this very low volume node as well. I know you guys probably haven't heard me say low volume node, but with this 4 hour gap pretty much that we just dumped right through it. My fucking neck is killing me, bro. We have this 4 hour gap that we tapped into. If ES fails back below, we gotta test this short again. I know we just got stopped right there, but it would look even cleaner if we take 806 here. I don't know. I feel like this is obvious though. Let's keep watching here. Let's just keep watching. Because we could easily go long here as well. Like I said, I had that short bias. We have a very obvious draw to the downside. We're tapping into another gap on the higher time frame. This 4 hour gap on ES and NQ. Oh, we might inverse this though. We got 15 minutes left. Okay, if we inverse this, I don't like shorts. Let's see how this next 15 minutes go. I would love if we close weak here on the 15 minute. Ooh, okay. If we inverse this, my short kind of goes out the window. But let's see if we inverse that 4 hour. We have no 5 minute to play off of. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm liking this dump and failure on ES. We just inverse this 5 minute on ES. We can get back below London high on NQ. I like that original trade thesis that we had. We did get stopped out once, but I think this could be a nice re-entry. Okay. Hold on. We honestly should have went short on this inverse right here. Alright, we're going to get a late entry here, but same kind of plan. We should have went short right on this close. That's pretty much the same thing. $400 risk. 372, close enough. TP is going to be right. TP is going to be all the way down at that unmitigated 4 hour. First TP, actually, we'll just take full profit at London lows. Nah, we have to leave runners for that. So first TP will be this 15 minute unmitigated. Right here will be first TP. Bro, look at the risk rewards we're running. Like, no one does it like this. And I trade live every day for free. Like, you guys will see this. This is not like, oh, let's just put our risk all the way down here just for fun. No, we actually run these risk rewards. All right, 6 hour trade here. If we get stopped out and then we fail back below London highs, I'll have to re-enter this. I'll have no choice. All right, fat RR here. Let's see. We'll go break even on that first tap of that 15 minute. All right, we just retested London highs. I'd like to see us start to curl over here. I like ES's chart. Looks beautiful right now. Dude, my neck is killing. Okay, honestly, I'm going break even on that break of lows. On this break of lows. Alright, we'll move our stop out to here. Ooh, very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. That's exactly what I wanted to see on London highs. So you guys know... Can I move my fucking stop loss? Okay. So you guys know this London high is always what I'm watching. Look how perfectly we fell back below on the 5 minute and then retested it there. I might take partials off right here instead. Because that is also... Yeah, that's session lows right there. So that's going to be first target right here. It's going to be about 4.7 R. Let's see this. Nice trend so far. This should hit. It should at least hit session lows, which is right there. I'm a little nervous that it bounces session lows, but it should tap into this 15 minute at least. It is a very nice 1 minute trend. This is the exact trend you want to see if you're in a short. Look how clean this is. Alright, speed this up a little bit. Oh shit, yep, there it is. Okay, that's first TP. We're going to take 8 contracts off here. We're going to hold 4 runners. Why is it so fucking wide? Hold on. Let's do that, and then our next TP would be this 15 minutes. Let's go back to this hourly. Oh, fuck, it has to be down there, dude. I don't know if we hit that today, though. Where is it? It's only 10 o'clock. We could very easily V-shape here. We're going to take more profits off at London lows, and then we're going to hold 2 micros for possibly a move into this 4 hour. This is a very similar setup. Guys, what does this setup remind you of that we just took? It's literally the same thing. Like, look at this. Here, I'll put this out for you guys. Look at this day right here. I'm going to put you guys on game. Look at this day. Right? Now look at this day. Now this day isn't over yet. This could not happen, of course. Anything could not happen, but based on my analysis, this is what I see. We see a untapped 4 hour fair value gap right here, right? Which was our main draw that we were very confident in. Why were we confident? Because we got a very big push up. We created this gap of inefficiency. We slowed down momentum. We got a random push up, failed back below that London high on this day, and then we just trended lower all day. Remember, this is the day we hit the buzzer beater. At the very end, I'm feeling a very similar outcome to this trade. We get a big move up. Oh, I guess we did tap into this gap. That's the only difference. This is a... Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm looking at the 1 hour chart. Let's look at this again. So, 4 hour unmitigated right here. Big move up. Slow down momentum. Reversal. What do we see again? Big move up. 4 hour unmitigated. Slow down. Reversal. Same exact setup. And these are my favorite kind of setups, right? So, let's continue to watch this play out. I will take more profits at London lows and then ultimately that 4 hour unmitigated gap. Let's speed this up. Alright, I'm glad we took profits. Looks like we might get hit break even. We're starting to reject this London high again, which is nice. Let me go back to here. So look at this 5 minute chart. This looks very nice. This is a healthy retracement back up to London highs. 5 minute pin bar. ES still looks good. We still have this big gap down here on the 5 minute chart that we should at least go to that. Nice. We just put in a new low. Ooh, we might get hit break even here. If this gets hit break even today, wait, what the fuck? I think the day closed early this day, because look at the time. Okay, I think we closed early again. I wish TradeZella would tell me early on. Oh, it was fully closed. Okay, that's cool. We were trading on MLK Day. And we still caught a banger. Okay, so let's just pretend that. When did it close? It closed on this candle right here. We'll just take full profit on this candle close. Okay, I guess we'll be fully out at session close there. But I'm curious what happens here overnight. I feel like we go for that 4-hour gap I was talking about. Like at least this low at least, and then I think we're going to 21,485 at least. We would have hit break even there anyway. As long as we don't take this high, we're probably going. Oh, holy shit! What the fuck? Okay. Well, I call that. I call that to a T. Alright, let's go to the next session. So, what was that day? That was 1 win, 1 loss, right? Yeah, 1 loss to start, and then a big win to end it. Okay. This is a new start. Let's go to the 4-hour. Let's go to the line chart, get our highs and lows, get our previous day highs and lows. The fuck my cap just kept showing. Alright, 3 a.m. lows right here, 3 a.m. highs right here, previous day highs right there. Let's mark this previous day high. Let's mark our. I guess it's Asia lows. We'll just mark this as a DOL. Okay, that's ES. I mean, that's NQ. Let's get a short bias on the day. Okay, now that we swept out, I kind of have the same bias as this day. So if you guys notice, like, obviously you guys already noticed, but the market repeats trends. We have a nice trend here. So what did we do on the other day that I said we were going to do here? And then how do we react to tapping back into this? Okay, so 4-hour unmitigated right here. We get slow grind up, reverse, tap back into that 4-hour. What do we get here? 4-hour unmitigated, slow up, reverse, tap back into it, and now we're starting to bounce. So what would your bias be going into this day? I shouldn't have to tell you. We are probably taking out all these draws to the upside, right? Or at least previous day high. If not previous day high, then at least a London high, right? I wouldn't really be open to taking a short, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. Now, would I take a London low sweep? Absolutely, that's perfect. Or I would take a break and retest of London high into previous day high. Right, so those are the two scenarios we can watch here. That's just super obvious. You have repeat, same thing. Let's see. I'm gonna leave these drawings on. Let's see if that happens. Let's mark ES levels really quick. ES, same thing, right? All right. Let's watch this price action here. Alright, NQES. Remind you guys, I would like to take a break and retest of London highs into previous day high or bounce at London lows. Either one works for me. I would be open to a reject at London high as well, but we'll see what happens. I think I'd rather just wait. But if we get like a perfect inverse, then I'll take the short into London lows. Because remember, my draw is London lows today. That's why I think we have to go before moving higher. But it doesn't mean we have to go there. We could just slow grind higher today. And those slow grind days are my personal worst days trading because you guys saw I took 4 losses on that other slow grind day. Cause no draws get hit, right? So it's a tricky situation. Okay, this is market open. So once again, look for break and retest of London high into previous day high, a sweep of London high. If it's perfect, then I'll go short into London lows. If we do get the London lows before you even take London high, that'd be best case scenario. Okay, market's open. Okay, ES just took London highs. SMT with NQ, but I need to see them both take it. Whoa! Okay. Pause. Bro, this knot in my neck is insane. We have London lows here. I would like to see a bounce at London lows, but I need to see ES as well. We could go short. Nah, I don't like going short into this DOL because structure is higher, right? Look at this very clear structure. We have very obvious DOLs. We never even tapped into London highs. I like to wait to go long. Let's see. If we get a perfect inverse, I'll go long. Otherwise, I'd like to wait for NQ, or I mean ES. Let me take this call real quick. Hey, can I call you back? I'm in the middle of making a video here.
Okay, bye.
Alright, bye. Yeah, that's my thought process there. I need a perfect inverse though to take this. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. We're taking this. Inverse this 1 minute. ES is already relatively strong. ES has a nice previous day high draw up here. Yep, we're taking this. Let's go 8 contracts. Should be the good 8, right? Is that too much? Whoa, okay, too much. Let's close that. Let's delete that. I don't want that to be. We wouldn't actually take 8 contracts there. We would delete this break-even trade here. Do we have any trades we did that with? This trade right here, we did that with as well. That's not a break-even trade. I just deleted, guys. That's a trade that we accidentally entered. All these $12, these small wins are my break-even. Because when I go break-even, I actually put it a little tiny bit in profit. So you'll never see like a $0 break-even trade for me. All right, let's go like 6 contracts here. Stop loss below this candle low, 375, and then we'll target London highs here. London highs is very. The reason I like this trade so much, first of all, it's a very clean inverse, no choppy inverse, and then it's a. We left London highs up there untouched, so it would either be London highs or previous day high on ES, whichever one hits first would be my first TP. Let's just leave it at previous day high in case. London highs first TP though. Nice. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. We sweep London highs again on NQ. Just formed. We don't have SMT or anything like that. Okay. Let's continue to watch this. I am open to the short as well, but I'd rather take this long. Okay. This is clearly bearish, but if we do get a nice inverse, we have a pretty confident say that we'll at least go break even, right? So that's the potential there. Let's look at this hourly one more time. We're not like touching into any hourlies, but London session lows should provide higher, given that we have DOLs to the upside, so that's kind of still bias here. Yeah. And I like that we have trendline liquidity now forming on the day. Let's continue to watch this. It would be A+ if ES taps into London lows. No, don't edge my London lows, ES. Okay, if we reclaim London lows, though, we're going to have to go long. So let's see if there's 1 minute inverses, and we reclaim London lows here. Yeah, this is clean. 5 minute is breaking down, or is breaking up. Only thing is, our stop loss would have to be a little bit wide here. Let's just keep it right here, and we can always re-enter this. I really like this long today. TP would be previous day high. Or ES previous day high. First TP is London high though, because that's untapped, so we would have to take a TP there. Okay, first TP is 3-to-1 on the penny. You want to see this fair value gap hold. This is our break even right here. I don't like this chop at all. Okay, I like that we came back into this FEG and held again. Ooh, we just got edged. Holy shit. So much chop, bro. What is this chop? We might get stopped on this trade. I like our stop loss though. It's in a good spot in my opinion. Nice. Okay, we go break even here. We want to see this push immediately off this momentum. Jeez, we fucking held this trade all day or what? Nice. ES just hit previous day high. Okay, we're like one tick away. There it is. Let's go one candle back. Nice, 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 nice. Nice re-entry there. Got stopped on the first entry, re-entered. We're going to sell 3 here. And then hold 2 runners for previous day high. Which would be about a 4-hour trade. See if we can hit previous day high here. Don't edge us. Let's speed this up. That's bullshit. If we make a new high here, I'm going to trail my stop. Actually, I'm going to trail my stop already to this low. Night. Oh, shit. Oh, that's 4 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. Bang. 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 Let's go, boys. Officially up 10K on the month. Risking $400 a trade. That's pretty fucking good if you ask me. Alright, and it's only the 22nd. Let's go to the next session. Boom. Let's put it at 29. Okay. Okay, big grind higher here overnight. That's interesting. So this DOL has been taken overnight. Do we have any daily gaps here? If we close today, we'll inverse this daily, and that'll be very, very bullish. Okay. I think this looks like a gap to me. This looks like a gap. Yeah, so we'll take these draws here. So we do well. High, on low. Oh, remember this? Remember what I said here? We probably grind higher.
Right, that's why my bias was so bullish today as well. So that was an excellent read. Y'all be a swing trader, bro. Eventually, this is probably my last year of trading props. Then I'll be trading all that again because I can catch these nice swing trades. When you have these 4 hour, it's just so obvious what the structure is happening, right? Alright, so yes.
Alright, those are my levels. Quick bias. We either get a pullback or we continue to still grind higher. It's like one of the two here. ES, you have a very obvious draw up here that we probably want to go to. Hold on, my girl's calling me. Let me answer. Okay. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, is it important?
No, I have a 40-minute drive. I just wanted to talk for 5 minutes.
I'm in the middle of trying to film an uncut video. It's for my it's for my website. Yeah.
Can you still just talk for 5 minutes?
No, I really can't. It has to be uncut. That's the whole point. It's a backtesting, so it has to be because it would lose trust if it's not. It would look like I'm faking the backtesting session.
Wait, but that has nothing to do with anything. It's uncut. You have to film an uncut video.
Yes, it's 4 hours uncut, and I've been filming for 3 hours. Let me not fuck it up right now.
You have to get it done in 4 hours. Okay.
Okay, alright, thanks.
Okay. Wait, did you eat the dinner from last
Yeah.
night yet? Okay, so there's just the chicken?
Yeah, chicken in there.
Okay. Fuck, I wanted that dinner.
When you get home, I have like 4 more days to go, and so I don't know how long. Maybe 20 minutes after you get home, I'll be done.
I'll be home in 25 minutes.
Okay, I'll be maybe done in like 40 minutes. So just.
Fuck, I really wanted that dinner
Okay,
from
I can't keep letting this go.
Oh,
Love you.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Trying to get an uncut video here. Everyone wants to call me right now. Alright, so we have. What was I saying? Oh, my bias for the day. Okay. So yeah, we have this really obvious draw to the upside, and we did take this draw, which is okay. We could I could see us if we get a break as one in lows, I can see us filling this 4 hour gap here. That'd be a nice draw on ES. Take a look at NQ. NQ, we have that gap fill there. We did take this draw. So yeah, either way today, we either slow grind higher to our next draw here because we did break structure and we got a 4 hour close above it as well, or we get a break of London lows to go short. So that is kind of my options today. Let me answer this text, bro. Yeah, bro, get that done, fam. Alright. Where was I? Yeah, so you guys already told me my analysis there. Let's just go into the day and let's watch this play out. It's so hard trying to film a very long uncut video because you have all these distractions that just happen during the day. Alright, let's go. Let's go to one time X. So if we sweep London highs, very open to it. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, we want to start the day with a fucking Hulk dick. That's very telling as well. That we probably want to push to that draw. Wow. Okay. If we get any 30-second inverse to the upside, I might take this. Let's see if we inverse this 30-second. It would be even cleaner if we got a retest of London high right here. Ooh, I like this a lot. I like this retest a lot. So like, okay, breakouts, bounces, rejects, you guys already know. Break and retest is the #1 probability. Position I have, let's see this 1 minute. Oh, I really like this 1 minute. I might just get an entry here off of this 1 minute. These are one of those where it's like I combine traditional price action concepts like regular candle patterns with ICT. I might get an entry here. I really like this 1 minute. I like this 5 minute. I like even this 30-second. I'm going to take a little bit higher risk, so I'm not going to go full size. I'm going to go like 3/4 size here. I'm not going to risk 400, but I'm going to risk let me get one more contract here. Yeah, 273 seems like a good risk on this. I do like this, and if it fails, I think we can get a really nice re-entry. Target is that DOL to the upside, about a 5-bar target. So it's either this works or it fails. We get a re-entry that goes to the DOL, or we fail this, fail back below London highs, and we can go short into London lows. All right, those are the scenarios here. Our break even is going to be session highs. This is going to be our break even. All right, let's see how this plays out. I like that retest again. I like that 5 minute. Ooh, I don't like that 5 minute though. I don't like that yes is curling over here either, but okay. Okay. We just edged high of day. Nice. Risk-free trade now. Let's see if we get that slow grind higher that I was talking about. This 5 minute looks very good. There's no reason we don't go up to my DOL up here. I mean, we have nothing but room up there. Let's check this 4 hour one more time. If we have somewhere else we should take profits, I will. We have this 4 hour unmitigated, but we already are above that. Any 1 hour unmitigated gaps here? No 1 hour gaps either. We should absolutely go to DOL here. If not, it's a risk-free trade. So that's why I love my strategy. I might get a lot of break-evens or some small losses, but my wins are massive because I have the balls to hold. Alright, let's just speed this up. Yep. Oh shit. Perfect recess a high a day right there. Wait, I never said I'd take profit on accident. Hold on, let's set a take profit here. Can I set a take profit now? Whoops. Is it too late to set a take profit? I guess so. I'll just manually take profit. We should definitely hit this jet. Don't edge us. Don't edge us. Nice. Nice. Bang. Okay. Easy. Easy, 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 easy. So once again, I'll go over that trade one more time for you guys. First of all, you have your scenarios going into the day. You guys heard my scenarios. Either we slow grind higher today, so we could take a break and recess of London highs. What did we get? We got exactly that. Check out this 5 minute. It does not get cleaner than this. This is A+. Study this. This is where supply and demand comes into play, where ICT traders don't catch. We have a previous resistance turning into support. That's all the break and retest is. And it's super simple, and it works. So we have a bias. We have a nice 5 minute close above. We have a nice retest candle. We went long after a 1 minute bullish pin bar right here. So we have a retest of London high, 1 minute bullish pin bar. We have a 30-second inverse, or a 30-second bullish engulfing, and we almost got stopped out, but we didn't. And then we have the balls to hold to our draw liquidity, right? It's that simple. And you have to accept that you might get hit break even. Like, I've gotten edged before, trust me, it's not fun. Like, maybe this comes all the way up here and then I get hit break even. Obviously, it's not fun. It just happened the other day, actually. But in order to catch these big trades that you guys see me catching, that's going to happen, right? It's going to happen where I'm up 4 or 5R, 6R sometimes, and then it goes all the way back to my break even. But I know that that's part of my strategy, so I don't get emotional about it because I know it happens. It will happen. I'm not going to avoid that happening. So, anyways, let's go on to the next day. Very nice long there. Let's see what happened overnight. Okay, we rejected our DOL a little bit. And, alright, fuck it. I don't really have a bias right now. This could be a shitty day. The reason I'm saying this, we could slow grind higher as well. I could see a slow grind higher back up to previous day high. It might be a shitty day. I see two scenarios happening. I see we either come back down as this DOL. Now we have a gap right here in price, and we could bounce off one of those as well. Let's go to the hourly time frame. We do have a... No, we don't. Okay. That'd be a nice target there. Midnight open. This is London highs. Okay, and we're kind of V-shaping too. My favorite trade today would be a break and retest of London lows. Wouldn't really be interested in a London high reject. If we get above London highs, we'd probably slow grind higher. Wouldn't really take a London low bounce either because we rejected so hard. But if we're able to get above London high, that would give me the confirmation that longs are in play. I really do. My favorite would be a break and retest short below London lows. Let's go to ES. ES. Ooh. Let me pull up the 4 hour here. Wait, do we have it unmitigated on NQ? Kind of. Yeah, right here. We have a very, very, very small 4 hour gap. ES much cleaner. We have some 4 hour gaps that we gotta be aware of for shorts though that are definitely enticing to maybe go long at London lows. Rather than break and retest London highs. But I'm liking this draw. Let's mark this out on ES. If we're able to tap back into those and they get bullish confirmation, that gives us pretty good confirmation to long into London highs. Let's just play this out here. If we do get shorts, this would be our DOL. And this would be our DOL on NQ. On ES, our DOL would be right there. Okay. Alright, either break and retest London lows, bounce off London lows, or I'm not really interested in a London high reject. But I would take a break and retest of London highs. So that's the game plan. Let's go. I want to see both of them line up first, so I need to see both of them take a low or a high out simultaneously. Okay, we just took London highs. I already said I wasn't interested in taking the London high reject today. Okay, this is a very slow day so far. Where'd my time go right here? Where'd my time go on my 1 minute chart? It's like a gap in price. Hold on. Can I refresh this? No, there's my time. My time done. It ran away from me. Okay, so I didn't want to take a London high reject, but it looks like we are trying to take London highs. If we get a 5 minute closure above, we could take this long here. Let's wait for the 5 minute close though, which is right there. That's a 5 minute close. We got it both on ES and NQ, which is interesting. We have our DOL up there. If we were to take a long, this would be our break even or our target here. Is decent target, but there's nothing really there. We have like the tiniest gap ever. This could be our first target. Is this a gap? It's 2006. Yeah, we have a 1 tick gap here on the 1 hour. Let's just target that, and then next target would be previous day high. Previous day high. So waiting for a 30-second inverse on this retest of London highs. Or a 1 minute inverse. Damn, we really don't have anything here. We have one right up here. So that's what would be nice here. This 5 minute chart looks pretty juicy. This reminds me, this would be my break even. Alright, let's see if we inverse this 30 seconds. Okay, even better. Way better. Because now it lines up with London high here. If we inverse this one. This is a tiny one, but it would line up with... Look how strong ES is here. Maybe we don't take this. Kind of have to though. Let's take it. Stop loss would be below here. TP would be this 1 hour draw. Break evens up there. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter because NQ is a little bit weaker. What is this risk reward? I might just take full profit. Let's just take partials here instead of going break even, because that's already a 4 to 1 or some shit right there. So that's not a bad hold. I would take some profits off of that high there. I really like how strong ES is here as well. Alright, since we're not going break even there, let's go break even on this break. We just broke high of day, so let's protect our risk here. Break even on that break. Okay, we get hit break even. That's cool. Could possibly look for a re-entry here. What does the 1 minute look like? This is tricky because look how strong ES is. Okay, we just inverse this one again. Honestly, I am like, I think that we can get a risk-free trade here. What I mean by that, I'm like 90% confident we hit at least this high here before we hit stop loss. So this would be our break even, and then I'm like 80% confident our break even gets hit. But in the off chance that our break even doesn't get hit, and we just push right through this high and don't come back, then we would bank on this trade. So there's a high probability we at least go break even. So when trades like this occur, I don't mind taking it. First TP will be this 1 hour high. You see this 1 hour high right here. Okay, this is about a 3.3R trade. Let's get some more signs in this. Okay, because I'm pretty confident we at least go break even here. Let's let this play out. We inverse this 1 minute, we inverse this 30-second. So this is a nice trade here. We should at least hit this high like right now, like down this next candle. Okay, and we're already break even. Now, like I said, there's a good chance we do get hit break even, but that's why I took this trade, is because I knew we were at least going to have the opportunity to go break even, and then it's a risk-free, just in case we squeeze here. ES is very, very, very strong, so maybe that pushes NQ with it. Okay, instantly get hit break even. Alright, I'm honestly not interested in taking any more trades this day. Okay, well, maybe our target, yeah, there it goes. Target would have been hit, but once I see this shitty price action and we get 2 break evens on the day, let's just go to the next day here. I'm gonna try to speed run these last few days. I'm getting fucking tired of this. 3 a.m. We have our London highs here. Forward testing is much better than back testing, but I got a back test to show you guys, you know, it's perfectly possible to have such a banger system like I do have. And you guys see how simple it is. My system is not complicated at all, yet it prints profits. Just my ability. You have to have the ability to hold trades and, you know, let them run. I think that's the biggest takeaway you guys should be taking away from this video. Hold your trades. Yes, I let like 2 of them go really far in profit and then back to break even, but you guys have to understand that that's part of the strategy. And once you do get that under your head, that okay, that's part of the strategy, that might happen, that's gonna happen, you'll be okay with it. You'll accept the risk you put on the table, and you'll have all it takes is like 1 big week, or honestly 1 trade to make your whole week or your whole month. I mean, in this case, you guys already saw the 1 trade that we took that pretty much made all of our profits this month. I think it was like not really. It made $4,000 for us. We're up 12,000, but it made, you know, one of our trades made 30% of our profits so far this month, which is kind of crazy. So this is our London lows. That's our previous day low. We have a nice DOL right here, which would be nice if we sweep that actually. Previous day high is no longer previous day high. It's just a draw on liquidity, and yeah, that's pretty much it. What would my bias be? Let's chart ES and then let's come up with a bias. I'm trying to speed run this a little bit here. Let's get rid of this. Let's keep that there. Previous day low is right there. Previous day low. We have London highs right there. We have London lows. Okay, and that's it. Let's check this 4-hour chart. Okay, automatically I already see we probably want to draw to this 4-hour fair value gap here. With this 4-hour gap that we probably want to draw to. And then if we get below that 4-hour gap, we go to previous day low. Let's mark this out here. Let's go to NQ. NQ we don't have, oh, we do have a 4-hour gap right here. So we probably want to draw to that 4-hour gap. If not, the longs look very choppy. We do want to go long. Also, you guys will learn over time that I trade short most of the time. Because even if we do longs are usually choppy and slow, which is fine. I'll take it, but our draws to the downside are much more obvious. So bias today would definitely be taking London high and this draw liquidity down into this 4-hour draw and then previous day low. So that's bias today. If we do get above London high, I'm open to a long, but we prefer a short. Let's just watch price action. Let's not let bias control our thoughts today. Dude, I need a massage, bro. I think I'm on my 4th hour of backtesting today. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but fuck. Okay, London high is a little bit higher. It's right here. Okay, let's see if we can tap into this DOL. This is our London highs. Okay, that might just be perfect. That might just be perfect. Alright, this is high risk, so I'm gonna size down, but this is like exactly what I was talking about. We sweep London highs, and we have our 4-hour gap below. We inverse this 30-second. Let's take this very, 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 very light, and then we can always re-enter this. So let's risk 250 on this. Our target is that 4-hour gap that we were talking about. We'll take partials at London lows though, just in case. So London lows would be first target, about a 4-hour trade there. Alright, let's let this play out. We either get stopped pretty fucking quickly or we're right pretty fucking quickly. That's how this trade goes. Looks like we're gonna be right pretty fucking quick. Okay, this is gonna be my break even. This low right here. Perfect, break even's hit. We just create SMT with ES as well. Alright, we got stopped out there. I'm always open to a re-entry. I like how weak we are compared to ES here. Okay. Okay. We just tap back into this 5-minute and then inverse this 30-second as well. I think we just got wicked out of that trade there. I'm gonna re-enter this. Stops above that fair value gap. Let's go. There. I'm more confident on this entry than I am the last entry as well. Good.
Sorry, did I fuck you up?
Nah, you're good. And then we're gonna go TP at the lows here. TP at those 4 hours. This time I'm gonna let it go to that 4-hour low because we'll just use this as break even. Our London lows. I just fucked that up. Whoops. Where's our London low here? Where's our London low? We'll just use that as a break even because our risk is a little bit wider. So I don't want to be taking profit at a. What would this be? This would be a 2.2. I could take profit there, but I'd rather just move break even. So it's a risk-free trade. I'm pretty confident on my draw. This is where most traders would be like, oh, let me just take some partials off. But me, I'm the type of trader that I'd rather go break even at those levels, and that way my trade is risk-free. So yes, I'm risking going break even, but I'm still not losing anything. And if I win, it's gonna be massively bigger than if I would just think, oh, let me take my fucking partials like a little bitch. Okay, so let's see how this plays. Wow. Okay, instant L right there. ES is very strong, very strong. What does this 1-minute chart look like? I do like that we took our DOL. Maybe I should have waited for us to take this DOL. If we react bearish to that, then I like a re-entry. Okay, maybe we just slow grind higher today. These are my kryptonites, the slow grind higher days. Ooh, that's a very nice. Okay. I would go short only if we inverse this and fail back below London highs. I could take a long right here, but I want to see us fail back below London highs first. Yeah, good no entry there. I'm still open to an entry though. Okay, I love this. Look how ES is now getting a little bit weak, right? Making a little bit weak here on ES. If we're able to, do we have any clean 30 seconds? Not really. Let's continue watching this. I guess the only inverse that we have left. I could take a regular. It doesn't have to be inverse either. Let me just see. It'd be cleaner if it was an inverse though. Okay. Technically we have this that we already inverse once. But now we get the failure of London highs. I guess we inverse this 30-second that we haven't inversed yet. So let's take this here. We get this 30-second inverse. We fail. The main thing is we're failing back below London highs. ES is slowing down, and we have our draw liquidity to the downside still. That's the main reason we're taking this. Stop loss would be above this candle high. Target, once again, would be our 4-hour draw. Wait, is that our 4-hour draw? No, that's... Why is my London low right here? This is not London lows. That's London lows. 4-hour draw will be down here. Let me just double check if that's right. Yeah, 4-hour draw is down there. Very similar setup to before, I feel like. If we get to this 4-hour draw, we probably go previous day low as well. So, alright, let's play this out. We'll go break even at London lows. Oops. First target would be this 4-hour draw. This would be our break even. Alright, let's watch this play out. If ES fails back below London highs, I'm 95% confident this plays out. Okay. Okay, another L there. Let's continue to watch this here. Okay, okay, bro. Really? Really? You're gonna weak me out like that? We gotta take a re-entry, guys. Okay, reason for re-entry, once again. 30-second inverse, failure of London highs, draw to the downside still open, ES now getting weak as well. We failed back below London highs, and our draw liquidity got swept on NQ. We have a very nice risk-reward position here. It's not like we're risking them to 1, so we can afford these small losses. I'm gonna say it over and over again. We can afford these small losses. Actually, risk should be right here. We shouldn't reclaim this draw liquidity here. We can afford taking these small losses because we have big wins. Now, 4-hour draw would be my first target, and then I'd hold runners for previous day low, most likely. Remember, it's not even, it's 10. Oh, let's check if we have news first. Oh, shit. We have hella news right now. Okay. Oh, the news already came out. Oh, that's why we got stopped out.
We were chilling.
We just had 10 a.m. news right here. If we didn't have that news, we would have been chilling. Let's put our take profit at previous day low, but if we have 6 contracts, we would sell 4 right here at a 5-to-1 risk to reward. Once again, if this gets stopped out, I mean, I'm probably open to another re-entry. That's just how I trade. I'm okay with taking these baby losses. I didn't even get full size on this. I'm only risking 273. Hold on, let's get full size. Let's buy 2. Let's sell 2 more. There we go. Because I like this trade a lot. I'd like to see this 5-minute fair value got pulled now. Very nice. I'm liking this 30-second chart. Let's go to the 1 minute. Yeah, this looks good. Let's not go break even on this break of lows because I've seen that fuck us up a couple times already this backtesting session. We'll go break even at London lows. I'm liking this, loving this failure. Look at this failure on ES of London highs. This should go to our target here. At least a break even. So it's a risk-free trade at least. It should be. Alright, let's zoom this up a little bit. Okay, not quite. Almost hit London lows there. Okay, boom. There's London lows. Let's go break even now. This 5-minute looks really good. It looks really weak. We swept that high, that London high, that draw on liquidity. Same thing on ES. We should go to our target here. Unless it wants to stop us out break even before going. In which case, you're a hoe. And we would re-enter. Okay, really? Okay, really? Last thing I want is for us to tap back into this. And then... Damn. Okay, let it play out. Oh, it's edging, bro. I really want to move my... Let's move my stop. Now, normally I wouldn't do this because we did hit break even, but I just want to move it out here. So it's pretty much still break even, but I would hate for us to protect this high, and then we get stopped out on some dumb shit. So still pretty much break even. What am I risking? Like 40 bucks? So it's still break even trade. Don't get it twisted. I'm not going to like move my stop all the way back to where it was before. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. We literally would have got stopped out here, and I'm... Alright, keep your stops protected. That's your fucking sign. I was literally like, in my head, I'm like, we have this 5-minute fair value gap. We respected it earlier. I would hate for us to respect it again, but I'm stopped out by a couple points. And look what happens. Doesn't mean we still won't get stopped break even here, but... Okay, yeah, no, this is going to target. Don't be a bitch. Thank you. Don't be a bitch. Speed this up a little bit more. Yeah, this should absolutely go to target here. Let's slow this down so I can take profit. Did it hit? Did it hit? Did it hit? No, it didn't hit. Didn't hit yet. Oh shit, there it goes. Okay. We have 8 contracts. Let's take 6 off here. Let's keep our stop loss break even on the rest. Let's actually move this down a little bit. And let's see if previous day low can get hit. What time is it in the day? I might... Okay, it's only 1 o'clock. We should hit previous day low here. Look at ES. Dude, beautiful fucking read, guys. Let's speed this up. We should hit previous day low. Doesn't mean we will, but... Yeah, there it is. Come on now. 7.3R. We did take 2 L's there first. Yeah, we took 2 L's, but then, I mean, like, this is the beauty of the strategy. Just hold, bro. Hold, respect it. So 3 break-evens on the 23rd. 2 losses to start, and then a big, massive win again. So we have 5 more days left in January. Let's go to the next session. Whoa, 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 what the fuck? We must have some crazy news here overnight. What? January 26th? I don't... Is it a war? Maybe war. It can't be I was thinking it was a terrorist news, but that was in April. This must be something with... Ukraine started way long ago. Maybe this is something with Hamas-Israel war? That's my only thoughts. I'm not sure, but, okay, let's zoom out here. So all of our draws just got taken, except for these. These would be nice to get taken, and then we sweep that. Okay. Where's our 3 a.m. high? Let's get rid of all these draws. They literally all got taken here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we have a gap fill here. Gap fill, we have deal L. Major sweeps here. If we can sweep these lows, that's my favorite trade today. We have London high, or if we can sweep this London high to those drawn liquidities, that's also fire as fuck. So that's about it. I mean, we have London lows here. Let's take a look at ES. Yeah. Sorry, lows are, ooh, we swept these lows on ES though, so we could just continue higher today. Okay, and DOL up here. Okay, so we have a little bit of divergence here. I really like. Ooh, guys. What do we see again? We saw it on NQ. I guess ES never tapped into it. I didn't even notice, but just tapped into this 4 hour. We swept out this low. I mean, this low, this low. This might be a day to go long. I'm still open to that London high reject because we have those other obvious draws. But I think we respect this. We should respect this gap. We're in bullish structure. We just swept lows. We should respect this and move higher to fill this gap above that ES and NQ both have. So that's kind of the bias. I like a London high short or a sweep of that low on NQ. We're not really interested in taking a long above London highs. If we get that, I just won't take a trade. Jesus, where is this shit? That was a big ass gap down. It must have been some news. Do we have anything else? 10 a.m. we have new home sales today, but who gives a fuck about that? Fast forward this to 9:30. Okay, this is 9:30. Alright, instantly we are getting a break above, which makes sense. We had a big gap fill. This could be a dead cat bounce. We sweep London highs and then we can take a short here. I want to see ES and NQ both take it though. Don't edge my London high. Okay. Let's slow this down now. We have ES just took London high, NQ just took London high. Let's just double check that's London high, yep. Yep. Okay, this looks very good. Now all we need, ooh guys, this looks very good. So I want you guys to notice, just like on the 4-hour chart, it can happen on a lower time frame as well. We have a big move to the upside on the 5-minute chart, leave behind a 5-minute fair value gap, momentum slows down, we sweep a high, and then we go short. Same thing that we did on the 4-hour time frame, now it's just on a 5-minute time frame instead. So let's see if we have any 1 minutes or 30-second inverses that we could take. I honestly just want to take this early. We have a baby gap right there, and we have another one up here that we're I want to take this early. The reason being is ES just swept it. We have a bearish pin bar, 2 bearish pin bars. I'm gonna go ahead and take this right now. Our risk to reward is so good that even if we get stopped out, we can easily re-enter this. Where's our break even? Our break even would be this 5-minute unfilled, and then I kind of want to see at least New York session low. So that would be first target. Let's go short. Or maybe, yeah, let's just take some profits here. And then final target would be there. New York session low. Alright, let's see if this plays out. We should get this. This should be a very clean, easy trade. We have trendline liquidity as well. Yeah. Okay, maybe not. Let's see if we get another inverse. Okay. I don't really have anything on the 1 minute. There's a 30-second inverse. I hate that we have no inversions here, but let's wait till we get an inversion. Okay. Here's another inversion we just got. Let's go to the 3 minute. Maybe that'd be a little cleaner. Do we have anything on the 3? No. We could take this 1 minute inversion. It's really small. I mean, it's honestly like a low probability, but I just love the price action that I'm seeing. Not necessarily the confirmation we're getting, but I love what I'm seeing as far as trendline liquidity. I love it that's DOL to the downside, which is a 5-minute unfilled gap. The worst that can happen, in my opinion, is we get stopped out for another small loss. Obviously, that's the worst, and the second worst is we just take another break even. So let's set up this short here. Stop loss. We can keep it really tight. I'm gonna keep it up here though. Ooh, risking way too much. Hold on. Let's go candle backwards just to delete that trade. I didn't mean to risk that much. Let's go. I didn't realize the volatility was so insane this day. Boom. Risking 250. Let's risk a little bit more. Alright. I can't take a profit at 1.8. You guys know that. So break even there. Let's take profit into this next. Or honestly, session lows might be the best, right? Yeah, let's go session lows here. That's a 4-hour trade. That's kind of where we want to be sitting at. If we hit session lows very quickly, then I will hold runners. Okay. Another small loss there. Let's wait for a clean inversion. That's what we haven't been waiting for. So let's wait for something clean there. Oh, that's something clean right there. We actually already got this closed below. We should already be in this. This is our first like clean inversion, 1 candle inversion on the day. That's not crazy. So let's try this one more time. We'll take 2 more stabs at this if we're wrong. Like I said, all it takes is 1 time for us to be right, and if not, then we walk away. Our max losing day is about $1,000. So let's take one more stab at this. If we lose this, let's just move on to the next day. Because we did get a big gap up. This is our break even once again. Okay, perfect respect of that gap. We should go at least break even here. Let's speed this up a little bit. Bro, okay. We might just call this a losing day here. How much are we down? We took 3 losses this day. I'm gonna only take another trade if we get a really clean 1 minute inversion. No more 30 seconds. The reason being I'm not taking another 30-second inversion this day is because look at this price action. It's very shit. It's very slow, so we need higher time frame inversions now. We can't be taking 30-second inversions in such a market as this. I'd also like to see us break back below London highs to take this trade. If not, we're gonna slow grind higher to this gap that's all the way up there, and we'll probably chop around the rest of the day. So we do have this nice 5 minute. So okay, this would be the cleanest trade on the day so far. Inverses 5 minute and fail back below London highs. That's what I'm watching and waiting for here. If we respect this 5 minute, we definitely slow grind higher today. Let's see. Okay. Okay. We have 30 seconds left on this 5 minute. Okay, I have to take this again. I know you're probably thinking, why the fuck are you shorting this over and over again? You're getting stopped out, but you guys know my method already. I'm okay with taking small losses. If it means one time it's going to be a big win, I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm risking 500. I don't be risking 500 in this. I'm okay with putting my stop loss here. Break even is going to be this 5 minute unfilled. It's going to be the same. If we get stopped out, I'm actually not taking another trade this day. We'll move on to the next day. Or like break even. No matter the outcome of this trade, this is my last trade on the day. But this is a valid setup. So we sweep London highs on both ES and NQ. It's kind of a similar setup that we always take, right? London high sweep with an inversion. That's pretty much what we're taking here. But the main reason is, like, once again, is my draw and liquidities. I'm very confident in where my draws I think are going to go. We got a big gap down. Oh, that's even better. I didn't even mark this out, but we just tapped into this 4-hour gap, which maybe I should have been waiting for as well. So we just tapped into 4-hour unmitigated. We got a big gap down. We should at least see a little bit lower here. We shouldn't slow grind higher today. Doesn't mean we won't. We could, and if that happens, we'll stop trading and we'll take the L and we'll move on. Let's see what happens here. Setup is definitely in play, right? Same setup we always take. Sweep, inversion, draw and liquidity is yet to be taken. That's the main thing. Sweep inversion is like, okay, everyone can take a sweep and inversion, but do you have the right draw and liquidity? And do you have the balls to hold for it like I do? I'm calling you out. You probably don't. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit. I'm getting bored. Okay, break even right there. Worst thing that can happen is we get hit break even now. Don't hit our break even, bro. Don't be a bitch. Thank you, sir. Oh, don't adjust. Don't adjust. Yeah, I gotta hold. I gotta let my draw and liquidity be right. That's it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I've gotten edge like this before. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. I want a backtesting battle. Who can beat me in a backtesting battle? Guarantee you my expected value, because my risk rewards are so high, even though I'm taking a lot of losses, like you saw me. It's not even like a lot of losses. I wonder what my stats are. I'm gonna wait to check it at the very end. But okay, let's go to the next day. I think we have a couple more days here. Okay. 4-hour chart. Alright, 1-hour chart, let's mark our highs and lows. Damn, we ended up bouncing after taking that as well. Fire. London highs, London lows. Let's go to ES. 1 hour charts. London high. I'm losing my mind. I've been backtesting for so long. London high, London low. What I'd like to see today is like this gap maybe get hit. Might be a little too far fetched though. We have this draw, which would be nice. We have this draw. I really got pissed by the way. Okay. We don't have any bias today. It's a little tricky. We got trend line liquidity. But we have no draws until all the way down here. So like, if we do it short at such a big range, this whatever news this was, kind of just throwing us off here. Maybe we hit this trend line liquidity today though. If not, then a London low sweep to go with this trend would be nice. Let's check this 4 hour. Maybe even a tap into this to go long. It's just so tricky. Honestly, okay, here's my plan on this day. On a day like today that looks like this, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. I'm not looking for any outside draws. I'm literally just looking for London lows, London highs to be drawn to each other. What does that mean? Whatever direction we sweep first, I'm looking for us to go the other way. That's pretty much it. I think we channel trade today. So that's if we take London lows first on both the S and NQ, we're going to look for a long into London highs and vice versa. That's pretty much, that's the read today. Oh, I forgot how to fucking call at 4 p.m. Let me tell this dude I'm not hopping on the call. Okay, let's watch this play out. Okay. Okay. Big dump here. I need to see ES take it. I'm open to the short below London lows as well, but the problem is, where do we draw towards? Maybe this low? It's not really low enough for me though. I want to see the bounce here. Wait, is this 3 a.m. low? Yeah, it's the low. Okay, there goes the low. It would be very nice if we created a 1 minute gap right here and then inverted it. Yeah, like that. Let's see if we inverse this. I'd like to see a 1 candle inverse. Okay, we just respected it to move lower. Okay, maybe we don't get a trade today because I wasn't looking for shorts. Honestly, we have nothing to draw down to below, so if it wants to go lower, oh shit, hold on, maybe. Yeah, let's set up a long here. And this 5 minute inverse too, that would be very nice. Kind of an early entry here, but fuck it, we're gonna take it anyway. I need at least a 3 to 1 R here, so my wrist doesn't need to be all the way down here, to be honest. I just wanted to protect it a little bit. My wrist could really be right here, but it's not really protected if I put it right there, right? So let's go like right there. Let's go right here. We have a 3R in here, 3.2 R. I'll take that. All right, let's just let this play out. We might get stop limits. Alright, let's speed this up. My break even's gonna be session highs here. Okay, break even's hit. Risk-free trade, very, very nice. Look at ES reclaiming as well. Oh, my read has been so perfect. And that's London high. So exactly what I said was gonna happen. It kind of happened. Didn't. It was a little sloppy. I thought we were gonna take lows and just bounce, but it's all good. We waited for the inversion, which we should have done. Like all of our losses here, I should honestly have like a pretty high win rate, which is kind of weird because usually my win rate's lower. But all these losses, I kind of didn't wait for a proper entry criteria. But either way, you see, I can take small losses because my wins are big. Let's just go to the next session. I don't really like these draws. Let's just go to the next session here. Okay, now we have a little bit better of a draw here, which would be a gap fill above. We had this before, but I didn't think we were going to get that much volume, right? So if this gap fill, and then we have London high, London low, ES, same thing. Ooh, ES filled the gap. Ooh, ES was very strong yesterday. Oh wait, no, it didn't. The gap's way up here. Okay, so we have London highs. Oh, that's not London highs. This is London highs. London lows. Let's just double check. Yeah, that's London highs on the Q. So draws are pretty weird today, just like before. I guess start of gap fill would be nice. Ooh, no, 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 no. Guess what we see here, guys? We've seen this time and time again. 4 hour unmitigated. That's probably our draw today. So what would be what we're watching? We're watching a sweep of London highs to draw into this 4 hour, right? So let's look and see if we get that. Same thing on ES, kinda. We already swept into it, but fuck ES. NQ's the big dog anyway. Okay, let's just play this out. Almost done with this one. Obviously, I'm tired of backtesting, so. Yeah, let's play this out. I'd like to see a sweep of London highs. Okay, instead we get a sweep of these lows. I mean, we could stick a break and retest the downside, but it wouldn't really make sense to do that. I'd rather take a sweep of that 4 hour gap now. Yeah, I'm not taking anything unless we get a sweep of that 4 hour gap. Okay, we just swept the 4 hour gap and London lows on ES. Let's look for a long here. It's so simple. It's so simple. Let's just look for this to invert off this 4 hour gap. Possibly. Let's see one big push. I want to see a big push. I don't want to see us chop through it. Yeah. Okay, we didn't get that close before. I kind of like a reclaim of London lows a little bit more now. Speed this up a little bit. I don't like that we're chopping through this. I'd like to see something cleaner develop. It's a little bit clean. What's this 30-second look like? Still nothing like super clean here. Let's see if we can just reclaim London lows. I guess we could take this 3 minute, or even this 1 minute. What do we have on this one? No, I'd rather take the 3 minute. Yeah, let's wait for this 3 minute inversion here. No. Okay, just let me finish. I'm on. There's 2 days left, so.
How much longer?
Like 15 minutes.
You've been making me
Shut
scroll.
up! I gotta fucking mute this now.
Okay.
Stop, please. I've been doing this for 6 hours. Let me just please do this.
I'm letting you.
Don't like talk though. This is going on YouTube and my website, please.
I'm not.
Okay, we don't see anything here. What we do see is a nice 5 minute. Oh, that's a 3 minute. I didn't realize I wasn't on my 5 minute. I'm still liking longs out of this 4 hour gap because we don't really have anything below other than this 4 hour gap unless we just slow grind through it. I mean, you have this draw is like nothing beautiful, right? So let's see if we get reverse this 3 minute. This would be nice. Let's just have some more patience. When does this close? 10:36 it closes. Okay, still nothing. Okay, maybe we just got it wrong today. But this is the power of patience, right? Maybe our read's a little off, but this break and retest of London low ended up being very nice. We just don't have anything to draw towards, right? That's why I'm not interested in it. Alright, we did just inverse this 3 minute that formed down here. We created SMT with ES as well. I'm liking this long. Did this candle close? It did close right now. Okay, we're taking this. We have SMT with ES and NQ. We have this 3 minute inversion. We tapped into a 4 hour gap. We have nothing down below, but we do have draw liquidities above. 9:30 session high would be target. London low would be break even. Yeah, very, very nice. So this play out. Long. It's only 1 to 2, so I'm gonna target at least this high here. Ah, fuck it, let's go for London high. Worst that happens is we get stopped to break even. It's not that deep.
Alright, it's about a 4-hour trade. Let's play out. Retest this 3-minute inversion. Let's fast forward this a little bit. Make it stopped out. Oh, maybe not. Just edges. Holy, it's edging us. Yeah, we're getting stopped out right now. All good. Always open to early entries. So.
This price action has been terrible today. Maybe we don't take a trade. Let's look at the 15-minute and hourly. Yeah, I still like this draws to the upside, but we have nothing to like really base our entry off of, so that's tough here. Let's just let this play out. No more trades today. Whoa, okay. Yeah, good no entry here. Just nothing like, there's nothing drawing price, so that's what happens when you get nothing drawing price. It's very boring. Let's just skip to the next day. Okay. I have a coaching call in like 2 minutes, technically. Fucking, my phone's getting blown up right now. Okay, let's just go to the 1 hour chart. Running lows. Whoa. Okay, running lows. Running highs. Very clear draw down here. There are 2 more days left in this backtesting session. We have a very obvious gap fill up here as well. Favorite trade, it's tough. We did sweep, okay, definitely long bias today. Reason being is because we have a sweep with this 4 hour, but we can easily sweep London highs, then lows, then go higher. If we sweep London highs before we sweep London lows, I'll test shorts, and let's just look at ES real quick. Freeze love is a good target if we go short. Okay, that's it. Let's just let this play out. Let's see which way we take first. Okay, we take London highs first. Let's slow this back down. Okay, and then we inverse this 1 minute. This is actually really clean here. So we take these highs and we inverse this one. Let's go short. Loki just slinging around trades right now, but I would take this in real time. So they set this exact scenario for market open. Okay, whatever. No way. There's no way we just got swept like that. There's no way we just got swept like that. Okay, whatever. That was the only scenario I really saw to this day. Let's just go to the next day. That should have been a win. We just got stopped out by a fucking tick. A couple of these losses should have been wins, honestly. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour chart. Okay, looks like we didn't really do much. Swept those. The bullish bias was right. Let's just mark our highs and lows. This gap fill above looks juicy. Gap fill above looks really juicy. Let me answer my boy real quick. This gap fill above is probably gonna get hit today. The reason I'm saying that is because we've left it up there for a couple days. Oh wait, ES gap fill. That even gives NQ more of a reason to gap fill here. Okay, so London high break and retest is probably my favorite trade today into that gap fill. Or we sweep London lows and we go for the gap fill. That'd probably be even better, to be honest, because our risk reward would be a lot better. Let's play this out. Okay, instantly get a break above London highs. We could take this sweep as well if we get an inversion play. Okay, we could have took that inversion, but I don't want to have hindsight bias here. But I would have took this inversion. You guys have seen me take this day in and day out, but whatever, I'll skip it. Okay. is a good thing. I'd rather take this break and retest. I really like this gap fill above. Okay, we're about to get a 5-minute close here. That's a decent close. If we're able to inverse a 30 seconds to the upside, I'm gonna take this. We inverse this. And that's the inverse. Let's take a long here. Stop's gonna go here. Target's gonna go to the gap fill. Oops. It's about a 4-hour trade here. Okay, let's just let this play out. Even if we get stopped. Oh shit, wow. Okay, that's in. I was gonna say our break even's gonna be at highs, but I don't want to move break even too quick here. Let's just at least get a 1 to 2 and then we'll go break even. Okay, let's go break even on that. We should hit this gap fill. This is a very obvious draw because ES took the gap fill overnight, but NQ didn't. Okay, I honestly don't want to move stop break even just yet. Let's move this back down. I don't want to move it break even just yet because we're just in an uptrend. This could easily pull back into this 5-minute gap and then continue higher. So let's beat this up though. Okay, that would have been fine, but okay, that's easy. That was the easiest read of my life. I'm not gonna take any more trades today. That's the last trade of January. I mean, this backtesting session actually crushed it, and this is what I do with high win rate strategies. This is how we play. You see the losses there. I did take quite a few losses, right? It's not that sexy 90% win rate like these other traders are doing, but my risk to reward ratio is much higher. So let's take a look at these stats from January of 2025. We made 16,000. Win percentage is perfect. That's usually what we are running for. Perfect. These are the perfect stats. I couldn't have like back tested any cleaner. Out of all my back testing sessions, I even look. Okay, I'll show you guys these. Right, 56% win rate, 3.0 risk to reward. That's right on what my strategy usually prints. As you can see, I did it live, no cuts. I took 1 cut because my fucking head was killing me. Other than that, 0 cuts, just in the middle because I couldn't keep trading more. We have 2 red days at the very end of the month. 16K in profit. If we go to my other backtesting session, which is this one, very similar results. Obviously, I didn't show you guys this one live, but this is just one I was doing on my own. So this one, 3.11 win rate, 3.11 R, 55% profit target. And this was August. This is when I was backtesting. 3 red days here. As you can see, you know, big win, big win, big win. So those big wins come and go. I was only risking $250 a trade on this session, but yeah. Here, let me make a full recap for the beginning of this video. Okay, so here are the stats from the backtesting session. We had a $16,000 in profits in 1 month, risking $400 a trade max. Win percentage 56%, so right in line with what I usually do. 3.92 profit factor is very good, and then 3.03 average win to loss, which means a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, perfectly what I normally aim for. Max drawdown was negative 668, and then as you can see, when they had 2 red days, you know, the win percentage isn't sexy, but you know what is sexy? Our P&L curve, right? So you don't need a very high win rate. If we look up, let's look up 56% win rate, 56% win rates, 1 to 3 risk to reward EV calculator. As you can see, our expected EV is 1.24, and expected EV for a 99% win rate with a 1-to-1 is only 0.99, so our EV is much better. The stats were killer. I'm going to let you guys watch this whole back testing session. I have 1 cut right in the middle of January because I went to go get some food, get some coffee, and didn't come back because it's like a 5-6 hour back testing session I just did for you guys. So this is just the credibility. I just want to show you guys what the BBR strategy produces, and this is exactly what it produces. Just for fun, I'll show you guys. Obviously, this session wasn't recorded, but this is what I did back in August. Well, I back tested August. I did this like a month ago. You can see I had 3 losses on this backtesting session. My average win rate was 55%, and then my risk reward was 1 to 3. So just about the same EV, much better than a 1-to-1 win rate strategy. Even if you're winning, you know, 95+% of the time, this strategy is still better. So you don't need a high win rate as long as you keep your risk reward high, and that's what we do with the BBR strategy. So one last look. These are the stats that I just produced for you guys in real time. I went to January 2025 and I back tested in real time for you guys to watch. 0 cuts except for that one. And then I had another cut because I was on the phone with my boy. Actually, I'm not even gonna cut that out. I'm just gonna mute what I'm saying. I don't. It's private. But I won't even cut it, so that way you guys know this is real. This is what the strategy produces. And if you want to see this and you want to live trade with me, feel free to click that link down below, and you can live trade with me for absolutely free. I do it for free. I don't charge you guys to live trade. Now, to see the full breakdown of my strategy, that's a different story because that's intellectual property. But to live trade with me, I do it for free every single day in my Discord. Just click that link below and enjoy the backtesting session. Peace.